Morning and welcome to the stream. This is part 2 of building a split density mob farm. Before I get into it today, I wanted to give a little bit of background information on this. So, basically there's no more original thoughts in Minecraft, so I had to steal a lot of these designs from different people over the years, and I don't remember where I took most of it, but I will tell you where I got some of it. So this scaffolding stuff, I think I first saw from Silent Whisperer. I think that's also true about the Trident Killer. The timing system for flow delivery, that's mine. And then I want to also say that the way we add this back piece here, this is also mine. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So last time, I started a live stream yesterday, and we had finished the one side, and I started building this other side here. So... and let's just see what we got here. So at the time it was doing 4.5 and 15 minutes, and I guess this is what we got during the time we were building it. So let's just go ahead and continue. And I think what I'm going to do next is we're going to go ahead and just cap it all off with glass. So there'll be glass here on the front sides, on the right and on the left, and then also on the opposite side and on the back. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to grab my measurements here and just start building upward. And then after we do that, we can add the water flow and the trident killers, and that should be it. We will have to build some sorters, but that's not a big deal. We can do that pretty quick. Alright, so let's see, where am I starting here? We're at 10, negative 21, 89. So I first built this farm about, I want to say, a year and a half ago. And when I built it, I did it in survival, and I wasn't gathering the metrics of like what it was doing until the very end. So the reason why I'm making this video is I want to make sure that when you have one side, it performs a certain amount, and then when you have the other side with it, it has to perform more. And what my fear is that it's the same. So let's just see if that's the case, or if in fact you do get that benefit from split density. Because the idea is there's a certain mob cap on one side and a certain mob cap on another side. I don't remember the numbers now. I did the research at some point, but I just want to see if that's still valid. And I like to experiment, and sometimes I'd rather just build a farm than go out and find something somebody else did. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it. So let's fill all of this in with glass. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake here, because that would not be fun. And it looks like that's good. We'll have to step this down, but at least we got like the base. Right, is this right? Yeah, we have this capped off because it's going forward on the sides. Yeah, you just got to kind of double check your work as you go. You don't want to make a huge mistake and have to go back and change everything. Alright, so that's good for this side. I think I'm going to build the trident killers last after this, so let's just cap everything else off. This side is going to stay open. Right? No, this gets capped off too, but it's like right here. Like that. So let's do that. I'm just going to kind of stand like right here. Oop, I'm falling. Let's see, so what do we have? We have -4. Yeah, I think when I originally built this, I built it manually. It just takes too long. This is a lot faster. Alright, so you gotta go up to this middle point and then all the way up to the top. Ooh, okay. So it needs to be over here. I'm getting reports that the stream may be buffering now, but nobody's on, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's do this one. Negative 28, 87, negative. Yeah, I really hope I don't make a mistake here. So this is a fill command, and we want glass on the end of this. Okay, that's more or less. This has to go a little higher, but I don't mind doing like the last little bit manually like this. That doesn't bother me. Alright, so do the same thing on this side. This side has to come out 2 blocks. It's helpful if I just kind of build it out. This is going to come out like right here, right? Oh, he's throwing away my blue ice. I don't know why I do that. Also, I'm using blue ice just to speed it up a little bit, but you could use any solid block that you want as long as it's spawnable, right? And I don't know that it's much of a difference using the blue ice, probably a little bit. It's going to improve your time to kill, because the idea is there's only a certain amount of mobs that can be spawned at any given point in time. So the faster you kill them, the faster new mobs can spawn. And so that comes in 2 parts. One part is actually getting them to the trident killer, and there's a whole bunch of different ways to optimize that. And then the other part is how fast you can kill them when they're in the trident killer, which is like your impaling, or whether they took fall damage first so that they're easier to kill. So there's like different considerations and different things to do, and each one has its upsides and its drawbacks. Like there's no perfect way to do anything in any of these farms. So I'm just going to kind of bring this all the way out. And then to find my middle, I'm just going to cheat a little bit, and I'm just going to put water buckets on either side. And then it's not going to give me a perfect middle because this is an even number of blocks. I think this is exactly 16. It would have to be an odd number. So, ooh, this is wrong. This is different than the other side, I think. Let's check this. This might be different. So we're going to start at, no, because I aligned the glass block, so it's only the end that can be wrong. So this is -46. Ha! See, I know my farms. So this one, I accidentally built 1 block wider than I needed to, all the way up. So we're just going to completely delete that. So -46, -28, 87, and then we're just going to completely erase this whole thing right here. It's gone. I really wish I could script this so make it a lot easier. Oh, what did I do? Oh, did I forgot to actually add the air? Alright, so that's gone. Now this is correct. And then I'll just manually fix the bottom here, and this is going to be perfect. So I'm just going to get rid of these. I could have left those there, actually. Alright, so now it should be good. It's supposed to meet in the middle and just kind of touch. And then we'll just kind of break. Well, before that, let's put some buttons. You could also use skulk. Would be okay too for this, or a sign, or even a gate. I wouldn't use a trapdoor though. That would mess this up. Alright, so that's good for that side, this side, and now let's just extend this glass up. I think this piece I'll just do manually maybe. Let's start from here. It's 89. Yeah, having bad handwriting doing this could really mess you up. Oh, I should have started from down here. Also, this farm's kind of intense. I wouldn't suggest building this if this is your first farm. If you look over there, I have a 5-layer farm. It has a 30 by 30 water platform. It's really OP, and it's a hell of a lot easier to build than this. You'll build that farm maybe in like, if you have all the supplies, in like 15 game days. This one's gonna probably take you closer to 50 to 100. Like, this one's absurd. Just in gathering all the supplies, it's kind of ridiculous. Don't build this as your first farm in survival. You're gonna die. And I should probably explain to you like how not to die. Oh, I forgot to grab the measurement. So when you're building this, obviously you have to have each floor like very, very lit as you're going. But the hard part is when it's time to turn it on. So what I would suggest you do is you start from the bottom and you blow out all your torches, and then you go up, and you go up platform per platform, blowing out the torches in the platform below you. So that way mobs are spawning but below you, not above you. And then just make sure you don't fall off of it while you're climbing up to get out of the farm. Like, you'll have to get out through the roof basically. And you do it that way, and then you're good. And then, like, to leave, you could either use, like, you could either have columned up, or stairs, or scaffolding, or just, like, water bucket clutch your way out. Or, like, take off all your gear intentionally, and then just, like, kill yourself at the end, and you respawn at your bed, right? As long as you're not playing hardcore, that's a way to do it. But if you just try to go in there and just without having some kind of strategy, you're definitely going to die. Like, building a farm like this, I would say I would die maybe like 10 times. It's absurd. It's just so many ways to die doing this. All right, let's get back on track here. So let's get rid of this. Is this right? I think so. All right, I got a 45, 17, 89. 28, 89, negative 45, 17, 89. Alright, so that worked. So we're going to go ahead. I think I'm just going to do this manually. Alright, so this has to be at the same height. And this is 2 blocks, so we should do these. This is 45, 18, and it's 88, 87. And that's 45, 18, and then we're going all the way down to... Ooh, that's the wrong spot. It's over here. So it's 46. Down to negative 27. Okay. Ooh, what was the Y? 17 maybe? I'm just going to say it's 17. And the other one was 17, so this is 87, and then this will be... Shoot, I lost it. It's gone. Negative 46, 87, 28. Okay, that's what it is. Negative 28. $17 and 88. Okay, I got it. Alright, so we got the side, the front on, the sides. Now we just gotta do, I'm sorry, we have the front. Now we gotta do the sides. We got one side done already. Kinda. So let's do the back. So this one, I think you have to do the sides separately. There's no way around it. So let's just do it. And we'll do it to right here. Believe it or not, we're almost done. And this should go like right here, maybe. Alright, let's do it. Oh, why didn't that work? Did I forget to do fill? Forgot to do fill. All right, cool. So we got that one up, and we'll clean up the edges and everything. Like when we go to do the roof, we'll fix all that. Like it's not hurting the farm having that extra glass. No worries. We'll come back to it. So let's do this side. Should be. Let me stand here. And we want that lined up. So it's no, I gotta do that separately. -3, -6, 75. I hate this part. What I like is like the actual testing at the end. That's the part that I have fun with. I like to see how it runs and then see how to optimize it. So I'll tweak this farm several times before I post a video. I think we're in the final stages though. I think this is the final tweaks. Like I think this is the final farm. I can't think of anything else I can do to make this better, to be honest with you. So this needs to go a little bit higher. Let's call it 9. -3, -6, 75, 3, 9, and 68. And then did I do the fill? I did. And that looks good. A little too high. That's okay. We'll fix that. So we did 9. 9's too high. So this was good though. We'll do this again. This is -4. Yeah, I wish there was a way. Maybe I'll make my own add-on, because I should be able to throw all these numbers with an offset into an application to build this farm with a script, and that'd be kind of really cool. If you did it with delays, and then you can set up all your camera angles, and then do it as a video. I think that'd be neat. All right, so we got that first piece. Let's get this one over here, and we said that it's not going to be 9. We're going to do 8 this time. It's just so much easier to stand right here. There we go. $667. So 8 and 67 glass. Still too high. That's okay. Alright, so let's get this last little piece on this side. $675. And then also, I don't know if the collection system's going to have like a sugar box bloater. We might do that. For like the gunpowder, probably. Gunpowder and maybe bone meal, and then maybe we can put a crafter on the bone meal to make bone blocks. I end up always doing that anyway, so I might as well just do that out of the gate. So maybe we might do that in the end, but that's just like... Alright, glass. Nice. Oh, did I just fill that whole area with glass? Are those guys stuck in the glass right now? Oh, that's great. I hate that they're burning up. Oh, I hope I didn't break any of this stuff in here though, right? No, okay. Alright, I'm just gonna undo it. And hopefully it doesn't... I destroyed all these platforms. That's a bummer. Okay, so that's what happens. That's what happens to me. Alright, no worries, we'll just fix it. That's a drawback. Alright, so let's just do this again. I don't even know what I did. I gotta double check my work here. -6, 68, so -6, so this should be -1 block higher, -7. Going down. And then we go over here. This is actually not a big deal. This is pretty easy to recover from. I've done it where I've wiped out the entire farm. Why did that not work? -4, -7, 68, 29, -7, 75. Yeah, that should work. That's correct. Let's just check that again. 29, 6, 75. -4, -7, 68. Yeah, that should be correct. Maybe I'll just invert these numbers. Oh, wait, that was -29. Yeah, -29. I mean, that shouldn't matter, but I'm grasping at straws here. I don't want to do this manually. These are supposed to be -7 and 68. Why is that not working? So 29, 7, 75. I don't know why it's not working. I'm just going to build it manually then. Nobody got time for that. I'll try it again when we go up to the next the next platform. I'll try it again. Or did I forget to offset it 3 blocks up? Oh, that's what I think I did. So it should be 4 and then 1 will be the next platform. That's what it was. Okay, no biggie. Just silliness. So this should be 2. Oh, that's not 2. It was -1, so it's 0, 1, 2, right? Yeah, it's 2. That's correct. Why did that not work? Oh, I put -2, maybe? Alright, we got a couple more. 5, and then I think the top is 8. Alright. Or is this the top already? I'll have to double check. This is 6. Take a little shortcut. Yeah, that's clearly the top right there. So this is it. Alright, let's keep going. So I was trying to do this side when I broke that. So let's be real careful. 675, and then this goes all the way up to over here, but at 7. I think 8 was still too high. Alright, it's coming along. So we got most of the back done. We gotta fill this area in here. I think I'm just gonna do this manually, really quick. It's just gonna be faster. This goes down to, I guess, all the way to the bottom. Yeah, this is the middle back trident killer. The only thing I like about it is that these two sides here, this one and the one over there, are like maybe 1/3 the size of this middle one, but it's being handled by the same size trident killer. It's the only thing I don't like, but I don't think it matters. I don't think they don't all get mobs at the same time. Generally, usually it's 2 of them. And the way I have the water flow timing, it doesn't really matter. They're not all killing mobs at the same time anyway. Otherwise, the collection system gets overflowed with items. Alright, so this goes down. This all has to be glass like this. All the way down to this bottom point, which I think this just comes out too, like the other one. So this one's like this. This comes out your 8 or whatever. I think it goes over, not 8, it goes over, I think this has to go, this one has a step down. Actually. I think at 8. All right, let's not get into that. Let's finish the glass. Let's focus. All right, so what we need is this now. So this needs to be at negative 28, negative 975. And we're going to have this go all the way down to the other side here, the 3 blocks down. It's 2 here, but I think on the other one it's 3. So we got to go, this is 1, and then it steps down. And we need to come to this spot right here. But it has to be, let's, like that. Alright, let's not screw this up. Negative 2, negative 32, 75. Alright, we've done it. Just cap off this side manually. If I can, what's going on? Oh, that's the chunk border. That's fine. It could be there. So this needs to be, there needs to be a wall here. I don't know if I did that in the other design, but it definitely needs to be here. Let's see what I did. I wonder if I fixed that. Maybe we never fixed that. So here, as long as this is closed off, it shouldn't matter. Because they're just going to fall on the other waterfall and then get pushed in. So as long as this is up, it doesn't even need to be, I guess it does need to be all the way because the mobs can get out, right? I think I'm just going to leave it like that. We'll see what it does. Another thing is that, let's see what a trapdoor, because sometimes they hang out there, and I know you can deal with them with the coral fans. But I wanted to test it with the trapdoors and see if that would work too. Okay, so that's how we did that. Where is it? It's over here. Alright, let's finish capping this off with glass. We'll do this backside over here now. So this is going forward. So we can come over here and we know this, it's up here. And we'll just do it to this point here. And another reason why I'm doing this video is that I want to show the rates so that if anybody, you know, naysayer comes around telling me it doesn't work, I can direct them to this video. Because that happens sometimes. You build a farm and then somebody will come out being like, well, no, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, like, just watch the video. And also, did you build the farm, or are you just going off of some math that you think is right? All right, let's do this. Ooh, what just happened? I forgot to tell it what to do. So we got glass. Okay, that's perfect. Now the sides, same thing. I can't wait to get them into the collection system already. This is kind of driving me nuts. 46, negative 27, 78. Throwing things away. Go up to probably about here. I'm just loving the mobs, man. This thing is going to produce pretty crazy. Can't wait to see how it does at the end. Negative 46, 27, 78, negative. Boom. So we got the side up now. Alright, so let's do, I guess, water flow at this point. Yeah, let's do water flow. And I'm just gonna... who does that? The whole farm. Look at this, you guys. Alright, so I need to place the markers and see where I screwed up. So I clean it up on the right side, but this whole back platform, no matter what it goes, this is gone. I'm gonna have to redo that again. Yuck. Alright, so let's see what went wrong. This is why I do these builds first before I start the tutorial, because these kind of things happen, and you don't want to find out halfway through your tutorial or like half your video is bad. So measure twice, cut once. Let's get our spawn screws up, and let's see where it's screwed up. So I think what the issue is that we just have to cut off the front here. If that's what it is, that means the back of the farm is fine, and we don't have to change it at all. Let's just check what the other farm looks like to see if that's true. Alright, let's see. We should be able to eyeball it and see if it's true. See, this one looks like it's coming out more. If you look here, this is terminating at 1 block, right? In the general middle of this thing, which is probably about here. That's also true. I'm losing that block for spawning. That's okay, I know about that. And on this side, well, look at that. We're losing 2 blocks. Well, guess what? This whole thing needs to be pushed up 1 block. Which is kind of a bummer. The good thing is I don't have to fix the front. I just have to remove a block here and then move all of this over 1. It's actually not a big deal. I'm going to be able to do that pretty quickly. And the front doesn't need to be changed, so that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to remove this back block here, this row. All the way down to basically the whole thing. These 2 rows, because I have to remove this glass too. Yeah, you make a mistake like this in survival and you may just abandon the build. And I think that's what happened with one of my other farms. I ended up making like a super huge mistake early on that I didn't notice until the end. And yeah, I think I abandoned that farm. Alright, so up hereabouts. And this is 78, so I gotta do this one 77. Negative 46, 1977. Air. Why didn't that work? Alright, that's it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Alright, now that's good. So now this glass platform needs to be moved over. How are you, water? Oh, I think I accidentally waterlogged this scaffolding before. So now all this needs to come over 1 block. So we can remove these last 2 blocks and then move it over. So I think I'm going to do is I'll do this one and then we'll replace the other one with glass. We'll do it in 1 shot. Negative 4, 9, 67. And that's going to go out to here somewhere. I'm just going to do it like that, yeah. 67 air. And then we'll replace this one with glass from here. Negative 29. We'll do this at 7. 68. I always forget to put the fill command. I don't know why that is. Alright, so now we got glass there. I don't know how we lost this side, but I'm just going to put it back manually for now. It's not that much. Alright, there it is. Alright, so we gotta re-add the water flows. Good news is that I didn't start adding the water flows on this yet, so I didn't really lose anything by doing that. Other than now, oh wait. Is this still good? Yeah, this is still good. We got that moved over. I think I need to add another row of blue ice here though, right? Yeah, so I'm just gonna do that manually. What's up, Skelly? I guess that's not affecting anything. I think that's how I always did it. Alright, so where's my scaffolding? I wish there was a way to do this like fast. Another thing I like to do is I always like to have a couple other like micro farms or other things in the area so that I can, you know, benefit in multiple ways from being AFK here if I need to. Or so that I don't have to be AFK here at all. You know, kind of do other things and you're getting XP and everything else without even really thinking about it. You just gotta be careful because if you put too much stuff, what ends up happening is you can have lag, or even like too much redstone could break this farm. I've seen that happen. If you have too much stuff going on, you can break like the number of mobs that spawn. Like it'll still work, it'll just be like kind of dead. So, and you also have to be careful with animal farms too. They'll do the same thing if you have too many. I think it's like 200 passive mobs and it'll kill this farm. Alright, we gotta re-add this back on. That's such a bummer. Let's just do it. Alright. -2. -27. 7, 8, and this is going to go all the way up to here. I think I lost it, right? This is more or less a spot, like right here. $77. We almost screwed up again. this is double-sided for some reason. Oops. So let's get rid of everything on. So it was 77. We'll get rid of. So it was 77, 78. Let's get rid of 77. The hell? Okay, it's glass. Gone. Alright, so this is good. I already did all of this. So it's right here. That brings me joy. Alright, so let's cap this off. I still don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm worried that the spiders are getting out. I don't know if we can cover it. Whether to cover it I would have to use... I don't know. I think we could use transparent blocks. I don't think that affects it. Like maybe put glass like at this level. Like right here so that they can't get out. And then... I guess we can test it on this side. I'm just going to leave this side, and then we'll just take a look at it later and see how it's performing. And I don't know, I mean, it's going to be subjective, right? Like, there's no way for me to really tell. Unless I segregated the mobs, I would have to collect the mobs from the top and segregate them from all the other mobs that present in this farm, and then count. I'm not going to do all that. So we might cap it off like this. I don't know if that's going to break it. I'm just going to test it on this side. But my feeling is that we're going to leave it like the way it is on the other side. I don't care if spiders get out. They're not going to make it to me. And I'm going to have a beacon here and thorns. So like by the time they hit me like twice, they're going to be dead. And I'm not going to take any damage anyway. So I'm not worried about the spiders. If they get out, they get out. Look at these guys. Look at all these spiders. Look at them. Die, spider. Alright, let's finish glassing this up so we can start the water flow. This has to be... Oh, this is over by one block now. We'll fix that later. Alright, so this has to be right here. And then we'll go all the way up to this side over here. Something like this. All right. Yeah, I was capping these off. Like if I'm capping these off, then it should be fine. It was only the top that I was worried about. So this can be like this. Yeah, this part you gotta kind of do manually to do it right. This has to be closed here. This has extra scaffolding. Let's get rid of that. Wonder how that happened. And then right here. I'm using glass so we won't have to spawn proof any of this, but if you use solid blocks, make sure you put lighting here or spawn proof them by putting slabs, even better. Because you don't want the spot to even be considered when the mobs are trying to spawn. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Oops. So this basically just breaks down like this. right? So we need that one, we need that one. We don't need, yeah, we need these two. And this wall. So that's good, but then from here, they don't need all that, so this can come up like this. Capped off here. Again, we go up here, come over. I like the way this looks. I'll be honest with you. This is good. Like once we remove all that extra glass, I think it's going to really come together nicely. Alright, and then this can be closed off completely here. And then we'll just repeat over here, same thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to cap it off. I think that's how I had it. That's the only way to keep the mobs from getting out. We'll close everything up on the top. This is supposed to be a wall here. This is in the wrong place. It's not a huge problem. We gotta fix the water flow and like the ice platform and stuff, but like it's not a big deal at all. Just get rid of this like that, and then that's fine. Let's see what we did here. So this doesn't belong here. There we go. Now, we can shave all of this extra stuff off that we don't need. This part's kind of fun. Because it's like you're like carving a sculpture or something. This is confusing, so we don't need any of this, okay. Yeah, make sure there's no holes, because a baby zombie will get out and murder you. Every time. I don't know how they do it, but they always do it. Oh, look at that. Alright, let's take a step back. Is something here wrong? That all looks good. This all good. See, I'm missing blocks. I like it. I like the way this is coming out. It's just like the other side. Look at that. Alright, so let's keep going. Do the same thing on the other side now. And we agreed we're just going to do this, so I'm just going to do it. Probably cap that whole thing off with glass in one shot, but I'm just going to do it manually this time. Alright, so these guys can be covered. That doesn't need to be there. Oops. Yeah, this part's fun. I enjoy this part. Alright. I think I'm going to do it like this time. Alright, did we get it? How did that run out? There we go. Alright, so I think I finished this already. Maybe just the front. Okay, we're missing the front for sure. These can go. Alright, and then this is... Oh, I locked myself in. No! How do I get out? Alright. Yeah, definitely have to close the top off. We're going to do that. I think I know what I was remembering. You could use tinted glass instead of leaves. I found that the leaves work better than the tinted glass a little bit. That's too far. And then I think we have to close this whole thing up too. This is wrong. I'll fix this real quick though. Yeah, this wall's in the wrong place again. That's what it is. Alright, well, we're not going to do this manually. Down to here. And then let's see which way is the air block. It's 75. Okay, so we'll do both ways. Should be good, and then we said 75 was the air block. I think that mostly worked. There's some extra pieces here, but I don't care about that. And I didn't go down enough on this side, but it's not a lot. I'll just take it off really quick. There we go, now we're in business. Alright, we'll deal with that later. So let's do the water streams now. I think we're ready for the water streams. Did we miss anything? so we're missing some glass here. Just like some minor stuff. Well, we'll do a full fly through in a little bit. And we'll make sure we didn't miss anything, like little holes and stuff everywhere. I think we mostly got it. So we got everything glassed off now. This is like an extra amount of glass. Alright, so let's add the water streams now. Alright, so I'm just gonna come in through the top here. And then we'll just go to each floor, adding the water like that. What I should do is maybe I'll put trapdoors on one side, and on the other side we'll put the coral fans, and we'll see what the difference is so we can tell people. And that would be a good idea, so I can like show you the difference in the rates. I think the trapdoors will work, but it'll also work without trapdoors at all, where you put nothing. So there's actually 3 versions of this farm that we can try. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We'll run those tests so I can give the numbers. I like it. Let the viewer decide what they want to do, because to get coral fans is actually not a big deal. There are some pretty overpowered coral fan farms. As long as you have silk touch and a lot of bone meal, it's not a problem. But you probably want to have either a fish farm or some kind of mob farm before, so you have like a lot of access to bones. The other option is just to find like a tropical ocean and just mine it from the bottom. I've done that, but you won't get a lot, and there's lots of drowns and stuff, so I don't recommend it. So the way to do this in survival, because like sometimes like you don't know. You want to build an infinite water source, and then what you want to do is like come here with 2 buckets of water, right? And when you splash your first bucket down, it's empty, right? So then when you splash your second bucket down, you skip a block, and now you have 2 empty buckets. But I can go back to the spot in between those blocks and grab a full bucket. And then you can keep on doing it like that. Splash water here, grab from here, splash water here, grab from here. So all you need is 2 buckets of water to make this farm. To have enough water to make this farm. And you don't have to go back and forth to an infinite water source. You can just carry 2 buckets on you and just do it the way I said it. You just drop, skip a block, and then grab the water from the water source block that it created in the middle. So this is all looking good. Let's go ahead and let's leave the same way we came, so we remember to cover up the glass, and then we'll go ahead and do the other water streams. So let's do this one now right here. Another way you can do this is you can put ice blocks there, and they should melt as long as you have a light source nearby. I find that takes a really long time though. This is much easier. And also like go back and forth doing this one too. Let's make sure I have the measurements right on this one. I still do good. Yeah, that was a bummer having to redo all that. That sucked. Yeah, you always have to stop and check. Like if you're building anything with a water flow, before you completely finish it, drop a bucket and see how far it goes. Because I've had like platform, like water platform, plus like spawning platforms all wrong. And having to go back and like move the whole farm over 1 block. And when you have each water platform, like each platform consisting of like 14 stacks of blocks, removing 1 row is kind of a big deal. Like in terms of durability, in terms of, in everything. time, it's not good. So you definitely want to pay attention to what you're doing and make sure you don't make like a critical error early in the build that you don't notice until later. Like that's the recipe for disaster. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is almost done. Those trident killers, man. I've built so many of them. That's like a 10-second job. So we're almost done here. Everything else after this is just optimization. The farm will run without doing all that stuff. So we'll take a break and we'll take a look and see how it's doing so far. And then we can look at the optimization that we get from using trapdoors and or coral fence. Why is this wrong? Why are you in the wrong place, bro? It's these two. I think this is the original wall. Maybe. Alright, let's try this again. So this is this wall here. Did I do it? Alright, I did it. Alright, I don't remember where I was, but I'm just going to go from here and work my way up. Alright, those all done. Missed a couple here and some scaffolding. Getting out of spell over here. Yeah, see, that'll mess up your farm. Boop. So missing some water still here. Yeah, I'll definitely build that farm over there in every world. Pretty much any world that I play, I'd end up building that farm. I've built that farm at least a dozen times, maybe more. This one is more like, alright, I've dominated the world, I've done everything. What can I do now to make it better? Or I'm trying to challenge myself early game just to do something crazy, because that's crazy. You shouldn't build this farm. I'll be honest with you. Alright, let's go on this side. Oh, I screwed up here. I noticed it right away. Did I fix it? Yeah, it's good. I think something's wrong with YouTube Analytics. It's not reporting right, like recently, like since yesterday. So I'm not sure what's going on with this video right now. It almost looks like it restarted, split stream or something. I'll have to check afterwards. That's looking good. Oh, I didn't do the front here. Let's do this side. That looks different. Did we screw this up? Supposed to be one there. Yeah, we screwed this up. So one of these sides and one of these sides is right, one of these sides is wrong. I'm guessing it's this one that's wrong. Let's just fix it. So it's supposed to be at the same level as that one. Let's see. 2 less. Oh, I can leave this here because it's 2 less. So it'll be 1, 2, like this maybe? And then this needs to go. Alright, I think this is right. Let's see. It's supposed to be 2 less. Yeah, that looks good. Does that look better? Did I do it? Looks weird, but that's right. Ooh, this needs to be covered, does it? No. Yes. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got the water flows. We got all this. Let's go ahead and build those trident killers now. I need my piston, my dropper, I need an observer, I need glass, I need a solid block, button, water, trident. I hope I didn't throw that away. There it is. Alright, let's do it. Let myself in here through the bottom. We'll put water buckets here. Like this. And then I need to see, I guess it doesn't matter. I just pick a lane, so it doesn't matter. So let's just do it. So it's going to be right at this level, like this. Oop. Not what I wanted. And let's just circle around. Solid block. Ooh, what block did I use on that side? Was it iron? That matters. Yeah, iron. Iron. That was weird. that, and then we'll just complete the ring the same way. And this part isn't important as long as you follow that. And then the pistons need to go underneath the solid blocks like this. Right? And then I like to see all these mobs, so I recommend using glass in this spot like this. In fact, you can leave this corner out if you want. Like that. And then now we're going to take our glass blocks, our ice blocks like that, and then this is your exit. This is where the water stream is going to be, right here. And where we're going to set that up is we're going to place a trapdoor here. This trapdoor serves two purposes. One, it's going to stop the babies from getting out, baby zombies. This is super important. And the other thing is it's going to stop the water from flowing out too, if you want that. So I'm going to put another block like this. It should be one block lower. And then we can place glass like this. And this is our water stream. I'm just going to have the general direction. I'm not going to finish it because I don't know where it's going yet. Up. And then now we're going to close these two spots off here. Oh, we need magma. And I only have the magma off to these two spots, but we could probably extend that a little bit more. Maybe do 3 blocks, but 2's good for now. And then let's get our trident in there, and then we'll get this thing started. Actually, let's put the water first. So we need buttons and we need water. So we got to control this water flow so it comes out of this hole. So I'm going to put a water bucket there. That's not what I wanted. We should probably glass this off too. Like that. You don't want... What'll happen is you're standing above, the XP will start getting pulled out, and you'll see like pieces of XP on the glass here, so we'll cover it up to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's go ahead and throw a trident killer in there. A lot of content creators will tell you to throw like 3 or 4 in here. I've watched it, and I don't think it matters whether you throw 1 or 50. I think it can only hurt 1 mob at a time, so I don't think it matters. But I'm rich, so I'm just going to throw in 4. Doesn't matter. And then we'll put a button on this one, and this one, and one on this one, and this one. Waterlog that. Why didn't that work? Oh, because there's a... That's why I normally put a block there. And then we'll put water on this one, and I'm just going to put a block there because I don't want to spill them out. And that should be good. So to fire this up, I'm just going to hit one of these. That should start spinning. They should start dying. And that's exactly what's happened. So let's do the exact same thing on this one here. I'm going to start by glassing this off at this point so they can't spill out over here. And we'll take it 1 block lower. Actually, I think this needs to be 3 blocks in the middle. So let's see how we're going to do this. I think it's 8 and then 6. I should check. Let's not guess. Or rather 7 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 and 6. Okay. I was way off. And then this side is the same thing. So here's 6. And then we'll come down a block like that. And this should be, we should be able to just bring this to the middle and we'll see where it terminates. If we didn't screw this up again. I hope we didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that look midpoint to you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it doesn't look right. How's that wrong? This is walled up. I know those are aligned perfectly. I know this too is also aligned perfectly. You can tell. That's good. It's golden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So these are... I think one might actually be 7. That's why I didn't count both sides. This side is clearly longer. So what I want is I don't want these to line up perfectly because the the flow of the sorters are in one direction. So I think if this side is 7, I'm going to do it reverse on the other side. So it's going to be the right side on the other side too. Seven, like that. And I think this is going to do it. Oh, what the hell was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we do have a 2-block gap in the middle, so we've done it. So that's what we did. Let's close this off in its entirety like this. And I know I need these 2 spots, so I'm just going to do it really quick. Alright, so that's looking good. So let's go ahead and place our dispensers down. And then this one, it doesn't really matter which way it goes, right or left. Let's see where the flow is. So this flow is right here. I don't want the flow to be the same. And I think we've got that. So this flow is at this level, this magma block. So we want this one to be in the opposite direction. Like one further over so that we have a 3-block gap in between. Oh, I like it. This is going to come out good. I see it. So that means we need the piston to be here on this side. And then the flow is going to be right here. It's only 1 block over. Why is that happening? This flow. Hold on, I must have done something wrong. This is 16? Yeah, this is 16. This is 2 blocks over. Okay, this is gonna have to do. This is as good as it's gonna get. Alright, so this needs to be in the same direction as the other one. Take our solid blocks. Place them there, and then now we can finish placing the pistons underneath the solid block. And then I'm just going to put all 4 of these glass. I learned last time that I like it like that. This goes, we have our glass ice blocks here. This helps with the delivery so the items fall out quicker. You don't want to skip this part, but if you do, it's fine. You'll just change the timing on the clock for the water flow. I'll show you how to do that. If you don't have blue ice, you can still do it with like anything else. Doesn't matter. It'll still work. It's just not as fast. Alright, let's extend this out all the way, and I'm ready to cross these. See, I like that we have the exact same thing going on. This is 1 block higher. And I think I'm going to do this differently. And I think I want to change this because I have this going, and I put this glass pane here, and it's stopping all the items from crossing over. I think I have to double check, but if not, we can unalign these streams. I think I'm going to leave it aligned though. We'll leave it aligned, and we'll see what happens. So these 2 are good. I'm just going to go ahead and glass this up, and this will be like this. I don't know where this is going, but I'm just going to put it here, have it ready, so that it's easier for me to align my tridents when we get there. But I know that this one, this trident killer over here, will be the inverse of this one. It'll be spinning in the opposite direction for sure. Alright, let's go. Let's get this all the way over. About here, right? This goes up, so this is where my trident killer has to be. Right? No, actually it's this spot. Now we've got it. So it's a solid block. And we have an observer facing into it, so that means it has to be on this side. Like this. Yep, observer's facing into it, exactly what I said. It would be the inverse of the other one. So let's just go all the way around this way since we know it's that direction. putting away my observer. What is going on, man? And I think we got it, so we'll just put our pistons underneath the solid blocks like this. Glass this up. I think I forgot the water stream on the last one. We'll fix that now. That's okay. Like that. And then I didn't put a trapdoor on the other one either. Let's just put this before I forget. Boom. Right, actually this is supposed to be one block lower. It's like this. Boom. Like that. That's beautiful. Look at this. Just wonderful. So let's get our buttons. So the water stream is going that way. So we need one over here. Oh, that's not the right block. One here and then one here. You can also use trapdoors. Actually, I think I like the way trapdoors work better, but I already started with buttons and I'm too lazy to go back. So we're just going to leave it like that. This one gets a water block. I think I missed the spot though. Oh no, there's a hole here. That's fine. Bring this over. And then let's not forget to waterlog this one. Same way. And then we do need to build the ethos clock to regulate the flow of water. Otherwise this doesn't run right. So let's do that really quick. And I think I'm going to do it right up against this one like this. Oh, I don't want to power that block. Let's do it. Let's do it further. I think in that one I did it a block lower and a step away. We can do it the same way. Yeah, see, a block lower and a step away. And I did it like that because I didn't want this block over here to get powered and for it to mess up the trident killer. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Block lower and a block away. So block lower would be here. You get your redstone torch. We need comparators. We need comparators. I think we're done with trapdoors. And we need hoppers, which we don't have right now for whatever weird reason. And I think that's it. So this is what this is going to do. It's going to come up like this. It's going to have another solid block right here. And this is what fires that. Let's make sure that's true. Sorry I'm going back and forth. I like these things to be the same, mostly. If I can do it. And no, see, I went a block lower. And it was a torch here. So we're going to go a block lower. Like this. And I think I built it like this arbitrarily. I don't remember. We'll have to see. Alright, so then you're just going to kind of come out this way one block. And then back up. Comparator goes in this way, facing towards those, and then out of these hoppers, like that. And you're going to put a couple solid blocks on top like this, temporary block, and then you want two hoppers facing into each other. So this back hopper here is basically to control it going back and forth. This will do a single step, left, right, and then this will say how often are we going to step left and right, for how long. And I think we're doing 4s on this, so let's do a 4. What's going to happen is every second 2.5 blocks travel through. So with 4, a little bit more often than every second, it's going to stop. Right? So this is looking good, so let's go ahead, and I need to put the water flow regulator on this side too. I think that's what I want to call it, water flow regulator. Put those right here. That's an extra block. Alright, so I think I used slabs last time. We'll do the same thing. And then I'll explain what's happening here and why this is important in a second. So let's just go ahead, and I think we're going to grab... Last time I grabbed from the top one. That was silly. I can grab from right here, and it won't be affected by that. Let's do it like this. Oh, no, wait. That doesn't work. Because I want to take a separate flow. Yeah, we're going to do it here. We'll just use glass to step up like I did last time, I think. Do it right here. Did I get it? Yep, I got it. Cool. And then I think in maybe step up with glass like right here. And then what I want is a solid block here. And I want to power that. And that should completely stop it. And I want to power it this way because I want, when it's turned off, for all of the pistons to be retracted so that the items flow through. If you don't do it this way, let's say if I just try to power it like this, with like a redstone repeater direct, it's going to leave that piston like popping out. So this way I found works a lot better. So I need to step up from like here, I think. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a redstone repeater. And if you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're building a split density mob farm here. It's going well. It's going well so far. I had a few mistakes and we had to rebuild some of it, but so far it's going pretty well. So right now I'm working on a water, this is a water flow regulator. And what this does is it makes it so that all the items don't get stuck in there, and that so when they get delivered, they're not getting delivered all at once and clogging up my sorting system. So let's just put some redstone repeaters here. I'll optimize this for the least amount of repeaters like necessary to do this, but for now I'm just trying to make this work. So this is good. So we got one firing off on the left side, we got one firing off on the right side, and now I'm going to fire off this one with this side, but I'm going to offset it by changing the tick speed on the repeaters so that they all stop at a different time, and that's going to help us to keep those sorters from clogging. So let's do the same thing. This goes here, and then we want this kind of pattern like this, and then we should be able to just step down from here like that. So like I said, we're going to do an offset. To do this, I think I want a few repeaters, so I'm going to put one here, and we're going to do it to 3 ticks. Another one here, same thing, at 3, and then one last one here at 3. And what this is going to do, if I look from over here, you'll see that they're not stopping at the same time. This one stops, and then that one stops. Let's make sure that's true. This one stops, and that one stops after. There's not enough of a delay on it, so I think I'm going to maybe delay this by 3, like this. And let's just see again if we got enough of a delay. I mean, this is kind of arbitrary. I just want to make sure that they're not stopping at the same time. Yeah, there's not enough of a delay on it. I think I'm going to put a few more, maybe 2 more on this. I may set up like a separate ethos clock. I know I have an ethos clock that does 4 directional. I don't have one that does 3 directional, so we may just set this up on a 4 directional and then just leave one of the prongs off. Shit, do I want to try that right now? Alright, let me show you guys. I think I can do one of these situations where I can do an ethos clock in 4 directions. And what I think I want, if I'm not mistaken, is this general pattern here. And we can do like this. Right? Is this how it was? Sorry, let me just exercise this demon. I want to see if this 4-way ethos clock would do it. I think it will. We may actually end up using this one. So we'll do the same thing. We'll put 4. When you do this 2 fire off at a time, though, what am I doing wrong? I think it needs to read out of the block. That's why the block is there. Haven't built this one in a while. I'm forgetting how to do it. I think you put a block here and maybe a redstone dust there. Let's see. Yeah, I think this fires off 2 sides at a time. Why are all of these firing off? Oh, I think this needs to be a, this needs to be a non-stackable item. Oops, that's why. That's easy to fix. Alright, so we'll put, I think it's like 2 non-stackables. Let's do a shovel. Let's see how one looks. Too fast. And if I put another, you end up getting 2 at a time. No, I think we have to go with the clock I'm using. Oh well. Alright, so let's fix this water delivery, because these are actually all ready. These are done. And we can actually start to build the sorters now. And I think we'll have to go around and fix like blocks and stuff that are missing from different places. We'll have to see what we missed. I'm sure we missed something. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's working. I lost my trident killer. Oh, I'm glad my inventory wasn't full. That would have sucked. Alright, what am I doing? Alright, so this is good. Let's throw these tridents in. Get this actually working. Oh, forgot my buttons. I feel you guys. Alright, what time is it? 9 o'clock. Alright, we're doing good. Alright, so we'll get this one ready to go. Oh, we didn't put a roof on this thing yet. I'm just remembering that. It's not quite ready. Alright, this side's good. That side's good. Gotta fix this water flow a little bit. And then, like that should be good. Need a glass pane for this spot. And I'm going to try to do this without the dropper. I put the dropper there thinking that I would need it, and maybe I don't need it. We do need a solid block here and here so that closes up properly. Yeah, and that should stop it from breaking the flow. And I like the idea of just having a water bucket like here. I don't want it to push too fast. Another thing you have to do with these water flows is you have to manage how fast the items come at you. So sometimes faster is not better. Sometimes you have to actually slow it to fix the farm. So I'm like kind of thinking of that and planning for that already. And then what we'll do is we'll work backwards. If I can get good rates without clogged up sorters like this, then I'll look at speeding up the water flow. Alright, well, I keep on putting away my buttons, man. What's going on? I think I need to kill myself and clean my inventory. Just kind of start over. And that should be good. I don't need hoppers anymore for a while, I don't think. And look at that. What do you know? It's all flowing the way intended. Very happy about that. Now I could just fly off the edge for now, and let's cap this all off. We'll put a roof on it. We'll do the sorting system, and we'll call this done. That's coming along. Look at this shit. This is crazy. These are all working. I also do need to put like a door in here so you can replace the tridents. I think I want it to be like at this height, so you're not in any danger of being attacked by anything, but maybe some skeletons falling off and some spiders trying to climb up on you. But you could just step in here and do your thing. Let's see how that would work. What kind of door do I want to put on this? Maybe a pale oak. See what this looks like, and then you gotta put it in. You gotta close it from the inside too, like that. Yeah, I like it. So we can do it at this height. Do the same thing over here. In fact, you can do a double door if you want. I may actually do a double door. How did that happen? How are these backwards? Explain this to me. Is this a chunk border? It's not a chunk border. Why are these? Oh no, this is fine now. Okay, I thought it looked like it was backwards still. All right, cool. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll do 2 there. Like right over the hole. Like that. You can use an iron door too, but I don't think they can't get through that. That should be good. And then here, like it has to be right here. There's no room anywhere else. Yeah, it's like if I don't do the left side first, it breaks. Let's see if that's true. If I do the right side first, is that what happened? Yeah, you gotta do the left side first. Since when is that a thing? Is that just the pale oak doors? Is that all the doors? Sorry I'm squirreling out on this. I have to exercise this demon. So if we do left side, it breaks. That's funny. Well, that's good. In case you want the option to actually do it that way intentionally, you can. I don't want to do it that way. That's gross. All right. All right, we're doing pale oak though, so I want to. The idea is I want it to kind of like blend in with the farm from far, so you don't even notice the doors. And that's what happens. You don't even notice them. That's perfect. All right, so what am I doing? Let's put the roof on now. And the roof I did out to the top of all of that, and I haven't dropped it down at all except for back here, which I think was necessary. So we'll do the same thing. So it's going to be 10 blocks up from the platform, and then we'll do the leaves. We're doing oak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm just going to do like the border. And this should be right over the edge like that. So I got the one side there. I just got to get the other side on this side now. I'm just going to go over there and do it. I'm lazy. So we got 10 from this spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll find our corner. Which looks like it's right here. So we've got it. $86, and then the other one, I don't think I grabbed it. Let's just grab it really quick. I don't know what I was thinking. And this is 12. And I think I need to go 1 block lower on that Y. 27, 86, 12, 27, 78, and there's going to be oak leaves. And we've done it. Look at that. Easy peasy. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do the corners. So what I'm going to do is step out 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we'll do another 8 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is my one corner. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, there's my one. Or did I write it down? I didn't write it down. So it's 20, 28, 71, and then this other side is 8 out and 8 across. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then here we'll do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, it's gonna eat the leaves. That's cool. I'll just replace them. I still have it. It's 2 up. 153. Yeah, I would suggest if you're doing a fill command, do the whole platform and then add the leaves. And this should be 1 block lower, so it's 27. 27, 71, 53, 27, 93, iron block. Boom. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the leaves back in. Boom. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So now what we need to do is we need to shave this down starting from this wall right here. I'm just going to cut diagonally like this. And remove all these extra blocks. We don't need them. They're not hurting anybody being here, by the way. It just looks better to be just efficient. And we'll do the same thing here. Just cut this off at a diagonal. And it's like this. I hope I did the other sides right. I have to double check now. I think I did it right. You come from right here, you leave that block, and then you keep going. I'm sure I did it right. Now we also do need to spawn proof just a little bit of this, but it's only the portion in the front. So I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down some markers here so I can see exactly what those blocks are, and then we'll just cover those. We won't cover the whole thing. Alright, let's go. So you see it's just this one little spot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it like this. And then the leaves I don't care about, so I'll just come like that. The leaves aren't getting anything. And I think I should go one block out like that. Right? And then we'll just fill in all these blocks to make sure that no mobs spawn up here. You could also just use light, but this is better because it's just faster doing it this way, because this block they can't spawn on. If there's no slab or anything on top, they'll try and then like, oh, there's too much light. I think that's how it works. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Alright, so this is good like this. I'm very happy with that. So let's build this back one over here as well. Alright, same thing. We're just going to go 10 blocks up from here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think this one I'm just going to build manually. It's not that much. Alright, one more block, right? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so this needs to... Oh, I just found some extra glass. Yucky, go away, extra glass. Alright, so this needs to come out 8 blocks now. Same thing over here. And then we'll just go ahead and fill in all these blocks like that. We still have to cover this up. I don't know how to do that. I have to check to see if I already have a solution, if I already did something on the other side. So I'm showing you how you do this, manually, without the fill command. You just kind of fill in all these spots. That's gonna bother me. Hold on. Squirrel. And then this is the same thing. So this is the out, right? Like that. What did I do here? Oh, I see what I did. That's silly. I got confused for a second. Alright, so that's good. Is that right? Something's broken. This, I don't think this is 8 blocks. It is? Is this not 8 blocks? It is 8 blocks. It can't be. No, there's something wrong here. That can't be right. So you come 8 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and this is 8 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should be like this. But that's wrong. That's right. Okay, that's what was wrong. I figured it out. Okay. So then this part, I'm not sure if this needs to be spawn-proof with slabs or not. I don't remember if I did it on the other side or not, so we're just going to check that now. And then if I didn't spawn-proof it, we'll fix that. These guys are clearly spawning up here while I'm hanging out. We'll have to see how this does with the spawn spheres. Alright, so we got this. Alright, how did we handle this drop here? Did we just use glass? Like this maybe? I don't think we solved the problem yet. I think I'm just going to glass it off. I don't care. Dude, go away, bro. Alright, this has to go all the way up. No way around it. Same thing with this one. Alright, how's that looking? I think I'm gonna have to stop. I think I'm getting like carpal tunnel or something. My left thumb is killing me right now. What am I even doing that I'm hurting my thumb? Not even using it. Just sitting on the keyboard. All right, so let's turn on that spawn sphere, and let's see if those spots are a problem. I definitely didn't put any slabs on this side. I did glass it off the same way, so that's good to know. But let's see what's happening with the spawn spheres. I bet you I gotta do something with that for sure. No, it's completely out. Look at that. That's sick. I don't have to do anything. Let's just make sure that's true on the other side. This farm is basically it's not basically done. There's stuff missing, man. It's mostly basically almost done. That's a thing. Alright, let's do the fly run now. Let's kill the markers. Let's do a fly run on all of this base stuff. I mean farm stuff, and then when that's done, we can start on the collection. Alright, let's kill this. Yeah, I'm finding some stuff here that needs to get fixed before we can proceed. That's okay. Oh, you gotta be open. No. What are you doing? This is such a fun farm to watch it work. It's almost as like fun as watching like a Guardian farm, I would say. That's what I'm excited about. I can't wait to actually run this. Right here. No, it's actually here. And then this can just be covered. And we go up, and then this is the end. Nope, there's still one more floor. Jesus, this is a huge farm, you guys. Yeah, try to make sure you have it completely done. You do all your checks before you turn it on. Because, yeah, this farm's dangerous. It'll kill you. This farm will definitely kill you if you don't build it right. And mobs get out while you're AFK or something. It's like game over every time. Alright, and I still have to do a tutorial on this. So that's done. This is all good. Let's just keep looking at the top, and then we'll work our way around in a circle going down, I think. It's easy to miss stuff, though. Easy to miss stuff. Look at this. You guys are bumming me out, man. Let's see, we got everything here. This is good. There's like a lot of cosmetic stuff, but I think functionally it's all ready to go. Let's check the other one, make sure that's still true. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'm ready to do a test. So let's do a test. We know what the farm is performing with just the one row of chests. So now let's do a test for, I don't know, 15 minutes. And let's just see, why is this at a different level than that? Did I do something different here? So the exit on this one, I mean, it doesn't matter, I can fix it, is -34. And this is -35. So this farm drops one block lower. I'm not sure where that is. We got magma here, above that. This is all right. I'm not sure where we lost a block. Maybe here? Let's check the water streams. So yeah, look at this. There's ice above my head at -30. Ice above my head, -30. This is correct. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't care if it's a block different. When we're doing the final tutorial, I'll fix that. For right now, this is solid. This is gonna give me what I want. And I think what I'll do is I'll just run another sorter that leans into that same chest over there. Yeah, let's do that. It's not gonna be like efficient, but it's gonna get us what we need to know. Hopper, and then we need, I just need hoppers for this actually, I don't need any chests. So let's do it like right here, I guess. And then I tried another sorter that I used, but it didn't work because it doesn't work for water flow. It only works for hopper sorters. I really like that sorter, but I couldn't use it. I was able to do this one, so this one's good. So as long as we can do any sorter, it's good. I don't care which one. Let's get my temporary block set up. And then I'm going to use the same, I think it was oak that I used. I just wanted to match. So we need a repeater. redstone. We need a redstone torch. And I think that's it. So I like to start by just going like this. I start with the mechanics. First thing I want to do is I want to lock this hopper. So I'm going to lock the hopper. And then we need a way to unlock it. So we're going to read out of this hopper. I lost my comparator. So I'll read out of this hopper. So when there's stuff in there, we need to say, turn this off. So what we'll do is we'll come this way. No, don't fall. And I think this should do it, just like this. So it reads from here, it comes this way, and then it's just enough power to power that block. And then I think I'm just going to make this... Might be too high. That's too high. That's okay. We're just going to bring this down one more. And I think a barrel's going to be good enough. And we'll have to replace the barrel. That's fine. I know this is messy. I just want to see what the rates are. I know we're doing 4.5 and 15 minutes with the one side on, and I want to see what we're getting with two sides. This should work, right? So let's go ahead and get this settled. I don't think we'll have any leaves coming through here. That should be good. And then what I need is gunpowder. I always use gunpowder as the metric to determine how well one of these mob farms are doing. That's coming through. And then as far as XP delivery is concerned, I should really move this over so I can use the same XP delivery. Crap. Alright, we're doing it. I don't care. It's the same thing. So let's start over here somewhere. We have plenty of room. Let's get our temporary blocks. Like that. There we go. No problem. I know this isn't efficient. This is not the final build. It's testing. I want to see how we're doing. Alright, that's working. Let's get this sorter back up and running. I mean, I already had it built, and we're starting over, but, you know, that's life. And we'll close this up, and then we need some more blocks here. Alright, that should do it. So let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need gunpowder. Technically, you can do this, and this works. Like, if I wanted to, I could just put, like, 2 gunpowder in this spot, and it would be enough for it to work, because eventually the gunpowder will fill through. Oh, what is happening here? Let's try with magma. And then we'll put our 41 gunpowder. Ah, it's perfect. Okay, cool. And then now we need to grab the rest of the drops. And I think I'm going to do the same thing. I want them to all go in the same place. Do we have any more in here? We do. Oh, that's completely full. Let's put it on peaceful so that it's funny. I'm trying to clear out the storage system and I still have the farm running, which is really stupid. Let's make sure it's off. Everything gets out, and then we'll check all the trident killers, and then we'll be able to run the farm. So let's do the same thing here with these. These are clear already. Cool. I don't think we need 3 of them, but it's just there just in case. Do the same thing here. 1, 2, and 3, I think. Get some hoppers into this thing, and this should be good to go. The only problem with using hoppers like this is XP does have a tendency to get stuck, but I'm not worried about it for this particular test because, oh, this is not close enough for me to get the XP up there. I'm going to have to wind this out. That's alright. Let's just see where it is. Let's get a button. Let's put a button right in this spot. I don't know if I want to do it this way, because I'm worried that it'll get stuck. No, we gotta do it here. What am I doing? Alright, so water here. Those are good, and then we'll put another bucket, another one here, another water here. Now it's coming together. So this goes like that. Is that far enough? Let's take it out one more block. Let's just be certain. Like that. And this has to come. This is so stupid, but I have to do this, otherwise I can't get into that hole. This is interesting. I have to step up twice. I wonder if I could just do it right here. No, I have to step up first. So let's step up right here, actually. So as long as you've got at least a block like this, you should be able to stop that right there. That should be enough. Let's move one further just to be safe. 3 is always better. If you can do 3, you're gonna have a better chance of it working over 2. So 3 is good. And now all we have to do is just kind of close this up like this. And then we said we're just going up one block like this. In fact, I can go to the right already. I can go this way. So this is just going to be water block, and then that should float this way, which is what's happening. Awesome. And then now all we got to do is just align to this, which we've already got. This goes over here, and we've got a button here. It's only 2 blocks. It's not ideal, but it should work. We'll test it right now. Oh, baby. I don't want to rebuild this whole thing, basically. Alright, so we're going to put a button in this spot, like that. And then this should be it. This is gold. So I should be able to get all my XP up this way from both lines. All the items should come in. So let's do a fly run. Let's make sure everything is ready. We got this sorter ready to go. We got these ready to go. And then we'll just check these separately. It's 6 chests. That's not enough chests. No, it's not enough chests. We gotta build more chests, unfortunately. Maybe like this. I think that'll be enough. We don't need like more than this. Because I think in 15 minutes I was getting on the first test run when I just had one half the farm done. I think I was getting 4 chests full. So I'm expecting less than that, and we've got like 12 chests here. So we're just gonna do it like this. I don't think we need more. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I didn't notice if you've been there for a while. I get kind of focused on this and I forget to see if anybody's shown up. But welcome to the stream. Let me know if you have any questions about what we're doing so far. So basically, I've already finished building both sides of the farm. I've tested for one side of the farm, and now I want to test what it does on 2 sides of the farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here to this. I need looting. So I'm going to come up here to this AFK spot as soon as I have looting 3 on me, and then we'll test it for a few minutes and just see like how well it does, and then we can kind of just extrapolate from there and just see what this farm's actually going to do for us, but I'm expecting about 15 stacks of gunpowder per hour for this farm, so let's just see if we can pull that off now. Alright, let's do a fly run, make sure that our trident killers are running. There's a trident in that one, a trident in that one. This one's also gold. And this one is missing a piston. Because that happens. How do you miss a piston here, dude? Alright, this is why you check. I think I can fix this without breaking it too. Watch this. Nope, I broke it. Let's try it again on this side. Ah, got it. Alright, so let's just put glass and then just make sure that trident's moving around. Alright, what do we got? Why is that trident not moving? Oh, I'm breaking shit. Hold on. Oh, I didn't replace this piston. This one I did. I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, now it's fine. Let's reset the tridents like this. Why did I break this? I could have gone through the door. That was stupid. Alright, then we got 2 more trident pillars to check. This one's good. We should remove this extra piston before we end up breaking something. Alright, cool. Let's check this one. Good. And this one over here. Solid. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and go up to the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test now. I'll just run it for a little bit and we'll see what we get. I think I could just stand right here. So let's go ahead and get a timer going on my phone so I can see how far this goes. Go ahead and put it on hard and then we'll start the timer and let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to run this for 15 minutes and just kind of stand absolutely still here and just look around and see what goes on, but overall I'm just going to chill here for a second. Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing mobs spawning on both sides. I can't tell if that's the same or more on either side, so we'll have to just check the final numbers at the end. Yeah, you can see the spiders are getting stuck and they're climbing back up. When we replace all of that with coral fans, they get confused and they just kind of stay at the bottom. They can't climb back up and they get stuck in the water stream. So that's definitely one way of dealing with the spiders. And then zombies, you'll see sometimes they try to hang on a little bit and they don't fall off. And again, trapdoors or coral fans will stop that from happening. Oh crap. I didn't sleep. This guy's messing up my rates a little bit. I don't think by a lot. By enough that we can't finish the test though. I gotta start it over. That's unfortunate. And I didn't actually reset my XP before we started, so it's completely bogus. We'll have to start over. So I gotta kill myself first. So I'm gonna put away the important stuff. Ooh, I get to clean my inventory. I'm so excited. And then I'll just switch this to creative. And survival. And hopefully there's no, I gotta make sure there's no XP left in there. I have a water bucket on me to clutch this. I just fall in the water stream though. Boom. Is there any XP left in here that I missed? Or did it all make it up? See, I'm looking at XP. What are you doing there, bro? How are you stuck in there? That water flow's broken. Look at that. Did anything else get stuck? You know what? That's gotta be like That probably doesn't make much of... Oh, I didn't die? Did I just fall on scaffolding without taking damage? Is that a thing, you guys? Hold on a second. How did I not die? Right? Like, that's not a thing, is it? I didn't even take damage. That should have been enough for me to take damage. Maybe not die, but take damage. Oh, is it in peaceful? That's why. Where's shutoff? Yeah, there we go. That's normal. Minecraft is always... okay. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Oh, I created a new farm. Okay, I was able to jump out of it. That never happens. That's funny. That's like those videos where like they build the bed right under the end portal, and then they end up just stuck in the end forever. I don't know if any of those are real. That's gotta be bullshit. All right, let's start the timer. We'll put it on hard again, and then I'm just gonna face one of the trident killers, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom a second. Just leave this shit running. I don't care. Nobody's watching this anyway, right? Comment if you actually watch this. No comments. And let's start the timer. 15 minutes. Let's see how we go. We're at 0 levels right now. I want to see how fast we get to 30 levels, and then I want to see how much loot we get within the same time period, or within 15-minute time period, so we can extrapolate for 1 hour. And it's daytime. This thing runs at night and daytime, but it does run a little bit better at nighttime. But we'll just do the daytime test and see what we get. Yeah, it's flowing. The only thing is, it's so far that there's like a delayed start, or you don't actually start getting XP right away. The other side doesn't even appear to be like really performing. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't remember which side was the original side I worked on now. I think it was that side. Alright, we're at 1 minute and like 13 seconds, so we have 10 levels. Try to get 10 levels doing anything else in that time. The only thing that's really going to beat it is probably a gold farm or a guardian farm, but you certainly couldn't do that smelting or just killing mobs by hand or anything else. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Just look at all those creepers, though. Jesus. Alright, now I'm going for it. Alright, just check in. We're at almost 4 minutes. Just gonna let this keep going. And we'll see what we get at the 15-minute mark. Alright, so let's see where we are. I think we're at just under 5 minutes. Yeah, no, we're at 5 minutes now. And we have 24 levels. I expected to have a little bit more. I think the first test was like 10 minutes before I got 30 levels on this farm. And I'm wondering if my regular 4-layer farm that's like 1/5 this size performs the same or better. Like, I'm worried about that. Just because of the time to kill. Because yeah, there's a lot of spawn spaces, there's a lot of mobs, but look at them. These guys are just hanging out there. So trapdoors don't work. They're standing on the trapdoors. I know that this test is already bunk because of that, but it's only 2 guys chilling there. Oh, there's a lot. I want to remove them. They're bothering me there. I hate to say it, but I think I need to kill this test. Those trapdoors on that one row is messing it up. I think what I'll do is I'll just cycle. And we hope that that kind of makes up for the difference. I'm hoping it's negligible. Actually, what I should be able to do is we can pause it, and I can fix that. Let's just wait. No, it's bunk. Oh, that's so upsetting. So at least now we know that, let's just see what we got in 6 minutes. And I forgot I'm in survival, and I just killed myself. That's awesome. And I killed myself again. Even better. What if I just left this, like, on the stream? Like, what if I just did this on the stream? And just had, like, an auto clicker just respawning me and be like, guys, how do I get out of this problem? I wonder if I get views doing that. Probably not, right? Or probably the same amount of 0 views. Alright, let's try not to die that time. Alright. So, creative. Alright, let's see what we got in 6 minutes. Whatever. I'll have to do this test again. Wow. Holy shit, you guys. This was 6 minutes. This was 6 minutes. This is way better than my other farm. By like a billion. How is there other shit landing in there though? Talk to me about that a second. What's up with this filter? This filter's good. This filter is not broken, but somehow there's other stuff in here. I think what happened with this one is when I was breaking chests above, some stuff might have fallen in there, and because it's in there, yeah, I don't know how that happened. Alright, we gotta do it again. I'm sorry, you guys, but I need accurate numbers on this, and might as well do it here. What do we get in terms of loot? I don't like that these are all kind of separated too. We gotta put these in one place. We're gonna do that. Alright, let's just put a chest in the center location here. A row of chests. Because I don't want to go to 2 places to figure out what the hell's going on. so I'm not. I don't know how many chests I need. Oh no, I need day, actually. And it's like at this level right here. In fact, we don't even need these chests here. The hell with them. We'll just do it this way. I hate myself right now. Hopefully there wasn't a button at that spot. There totally was a button at that spot. Did I fix it? I fixed it. Alright, cool. In fact, we don't even need chests if we do it this way. I don't really feel like rebuilding it. We're just going to leave it like this. This is cool. And then we can just kind of come down like this. I don't like that, because what happens is that a little bit falls in each chest. So we'll do one of these deals instead. Actually, yeah, like that. It's good. Get rid of all this shit the same way. This is at a different level. Oh well. This is so messy. I would never build anything like this in real life. I'm just trying to very quickly put everything together so I know what I'm getting. And I think I've done that. Alright, so let's kill all this shit. And then we can just put some chests in this general area like this. And I think I want to split this up double, maybe. So it's at one level like this. And then now we've got, what is this, 4? I think we need more than this. Why are you not going together? Something like this. I like this. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we know what we're gonna get now. Let's just break this. I already broke it. Let's make sure there's nothing in here. And we'll just use a chest. And I think I need a double chest because holy shit was that a lot on the last run. Alright, so this is it. Let me make sure I'm recording this part because this part is good because this is the actual rates of the farm. And this I can actually post. I can do a video, I can do a short or something on this. Did I let that sword despawn down there? Where the hell was the sword? Remember I killed myself, I died. Alright, I just have to make another sword. What I should do is put it in a shulker box so I can clone it. So that's a good idea. So you can actually take a shulker box, and then when you put an item inside of it, it kind of clones it for you. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so we need an anvil, sword, looting, and then what we'll do is I'll put it inside this shulker box, and you'll see that I can get rid of the empty one, and now I've got a shulker box with a sword that has that in it. So each of these has a sword. So I'm essentially cloning it, and now I've just cloned it again because they're in my inventory. It's a little messy, but it works. Alright, so we got our sword in there, we got our sword here. We gotta kill ourselves. And then we'll do the test again. What the hell, man? Forgot how to spell. Oh, we should have put a sign first. Screw it, let's just do it. And I'm in that wonderful spot. It's so funny. It's because I put this barrel here. Alright, let's do it. We'll do a 15-minute test, and we'll find out exactly what we get. I was a little surprised with how much gunpowder came out, so I'm actually really excited to see how this goes. So let's reset this. We'll do this for 15 minutes. And go. What would be cool is if I set up a camera to go around and check out the farm while I was waiting for 15 minutes and watching all the mobs die and like following the XP. So I can make it feel like that. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. I'll be back in 15. Alright, let's see. So we're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take. And it's 14 levels so far. Normally what I would do is I would have the chests up here with me so that I can check them as the farm runs and I can see it in real time, the items coming through. I didn't do that, and I guess that's fine. Oh, I'm actually not centered in the farm. You can do is put glass panes and just kind of sit in the middle. That's usually what you do, is you put glass panes on all of these, and then you jump in the hole in between. You could also use a... No, I think that's the only way you can do it. I think you could also use, like, gates? Not gates, bars. I think you could do it with bars, too. But I prefer glass panes. So let's see. Where's my XP, bro? I'm not seeing it. I'm telling you, I think it performs slower with the two sides over the one. But the loot tells a different story, so that can't be true. We'll just have to see. I did a recording also of the rates with one side, and what I think I'll do is I'll produce a video showing the rates of both sides, like on one side and then the other side. I don't know, and I think that's going to be pretty cool. So what we're doing here is we're just doing a 15-minute test. I just finished building both sides. I don't have sorters or anything installed. We're just collecting XP for 15 minutes and then seeing how much gunpowder we can get. The first run, it was messed up because it had some trapdoors. Did I remove the trapdoors? It'd be funny if I just left them on. Oh, I left them on. Screw it. I'm just gonna leave them on. It is what it is. I'm not restarting it again. But I'm looking at a creeper right now. You know what? Maybe I'll pause it and then I'll switch it to peaceful. Let's do that. And just pause it for a second. And then I'll just fix that, and then we'll just know that the test is not... I keep on killing myself. And we'll just know that the test is not perfect. It is what it is. And it's going to keep happening. Oh, I love this spot. It's making the live stream fun. I'm going to leave it just like that. That's cool. Now I need creative. Let's see if I remember how to spell creative. Alright, we got it. And then, I don't know why... You know why? Because I keep killing myself. Let me not bother because I'm just going to kill myself again. What I can do is I'll just change it to daytime so I can just see. I'm blind right now. Alright, so I'm going to break these. I'm going to leave it without the coral fans, but I suspect that it's going to run a hell of a lot better with the coral fans. By a lot. Should I just build that really quick? I don't want to. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Let's put the coral fans on it. Let's find out what this farm can really do. No, because we need it with and without. I'm gonna do it with and without. We'll do this test again. Let's make sure we have coral fans there. Let's remove those so that we have like just an even test along the way. I love coral fans. Coral fans are probably the most OP block to use in farms. Besides water. Water is like obviously. This is open. This can't be open. Oh, that was a new one that I just fixed. So everything else is fine because I did that after the fly run. Alright, we got all of that removed. This is bothering. Do you want to remove this extra glass? I should leave it. Let's just leave it. It's fine. Let's grab another sword. So all I gotta do is just place this, pull the sword out, and then when I break the shulker box, I won't even pick it up. It disappears. That's exactly what I want. I can just put it back in here, so I don't have to keep doing this. Alright, we got that removed. Let's do a fly run before we kill ourselves, because I don't want to do this. See, like right here, this is broken. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some more extensive checking right now. Okay, here we go. So this is done. Just check the water flows. See if we can see anything that sticks out. This one looks good. Let's check the back on the other one too. This one looks good here. Well, there's a row of ice here bothering me, but that's not a big deal. It's not really affecting the farm. And the water flow on all of these appears good. Oh, see, this is a problem. This over here, this does have to have a fan. This, I would insist, you can go out and get yourself 4 fans for each trident killer. Like that has to be part of it. Ooh, how did I get in here and how do I get out? Ooh, this is still open. That's how. So this has to be like this. Otherwise, it doesn't work properly. I'm trying to get a ride to Jiu-Jitsu this morning. I have Jiu-Jitsu in another hour. I would like to leave if somebody were picking me up. I don't have a car today. It's a long story. And nobody's answering my calls right now. So I'm just wondering if I'm not going to make it, should I like try to take a bus? Do I want to go that badly? I kind of do. but at the same time, like, I'm not going to stress out about it. Alright, so that's good, and then this needs to be walled up. It's annoying that this wasn't done already. I could have sworn I double checked that we finished this part, but no. I feel like you're never done with these farms. I need to get out of here though. Let's not get stuck. Alright, so this side's fixed. This is some extra glass that we don't need. That one too. Alright, let's check the other side. Let's just make sure that we didn't screw that up. Because all this stuff will affect the rates. Yeah, see, this one's also screwed up because they'll land here, and then it'll like, and then these guys won't go as quickly because this isn't capped off right. This needs to be like this, otherwise it's gonna slow it down. And the spiders seem to be getting killed pretty quickly. Like, they're not. I don't feel like they're clogging up the farm as much as you'd expect. I feel like the magma's doing that. And then not letting them have any space between this layer also helps. I mean, they can still walk underneath, but when they poke their head up, they get pushed out really quickly. So that seems to be working out. I think I'm getting a response. No, I'm not getting a response. Alright, let's go. Let's just finish this really quick. So this needs to go up now, up to here. Bring this all the way over. And then up right here. And this should make it really fast. Yeah, this was definitely going to slow it down substantially. Not having this closed. In fact, some of the mobs were going to get out. The spiders, basically. But they were going to get out and they were going to fall off and die. Leaving XP and drops on the floor below, for sure. That was going to happen. Alright, so I think that's good. And let's clear out the storage system. See, this is why I did it this way, so I could just literally break these chests and then just refill it. So these are going to have stuff inside. That's okay. We'll break these chests again. And that should be long enough now. So we'll give that a second and we'll go break this one. See, that wasn't that much for some reason. I must have left stuff over in the sorter. Maybe the original amount that I put through. Let's see. Is this done? Yep. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and run this. This is the last time I'm going to do this. If I see something wrong, I'm not redoing this test. This is it. Alright, let's do it really quick. Let's drop this in here. Let's die. And then let's go ahead and grab the sword, and then we'll set it for 15 minutes. I gotta find a way to put a timer on the screen to make it much better. Let's restart. Alright, let's go. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'll be back. I'll take a walk. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Not even 10 levels. We're at a minute and 55 seconds. I think this farm picks up at night, though. I think it does just a little bit better at night. At least it seems that way. I'm not in the middle again. Jesus, right here's where you have to be, dude. That's a lot. Look at that. I mean, it's getting a lot of mobs. It's getting a whole bunch all at once, too. I'm wondering if we don't need another trident killer or something just to improve the time to kill. Because it can only really kill 3 at a time on each side. It's XP stuck up there. I don't know what that's about. It's not even in the water, too. That got stuck up on the side of the ledge or on the button or something. I think that might just be like a glitch, to be honest with you. Yeah, that just looks like a glitch. Alright, we're at 3 minutes, 17 levels. I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, you have this farm, and you come over here to AFK, you're like, oh, let me go to the bathroom really quick. You come back, and you've done 20 levels. That's not bad. That's still relatively fast. I mean, like, each piece of, like, maxed out armor probably takes, like, 120 levels. So you can get through probably a whole set overnight, maybe, with this farm. That's not bad. And the spiders don't seem to even be getting stuck. They somehow seem to be dying. I think, and I'll have to watch this, but I think having the, and look, we don't even have the fans at every one of the tridents, but I think the ones that have it, it's preventing them from getting out. Okay, let's watch this spider. Let's see what happens when he finally falls in there. Because I've seen it where they pop in and out and like they just stay alive for a long time, and eventually they'll clog it up and then other mobs can't get in. So he's having some trouble getting down there. Yeah, I should have set up some cameras to catch this a little bit better. I'll do that next time. Yeah, see, he's just bogging up the farm right now. He's just another mob that can't spawn. Every second he's alive is slowing down my farm. Let's see what happens when he falls in there, though. He took a hit. He's taking hits on the magma because he's trying to climb back out, and now he just got took out by the trident killer. Let's see if we can see his drops. No, he's still in there. Nope, now he died. And there are his drops. Alright, so he was in there like a while. He was in there for a good while, but he did eventually get killed. But I've seen him stuck like that I've had farms that weren't built right, where you come back like a half an hour later and there's like 4 spiders covering the hole and nothing's getting through. So that's not happening here, so that's pretty good. We're at 5 minutes. 10 more minutes to go on this test, and then we're gonna see where that's at, and then we can start building the sorting system. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to class. I don't think anybody's going to be able to take me. I'm only trying to message people that I know live in this area or have to pass this area. I'm just not getting it. I wonder if I should just drop it in the chat and be like, hey, anybody coming from near Dayline area? They can, I don't know, we'll have to see. Alright, so we are at 6 minutes. And we're at 26 levels in 6 minutes. I thought this would be faster. I have to test this up against the other one. I think the other one was doing it in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what's up with XP getting stuck there. This is working though. All the XP is coming up. We're rounding 7 minutes now. We're only at 26 levels. I was really hoping to do more. I think my my 2-portal gold farm does 30 levels in 4 minutes though, so I don't know if I would expect this to do much, you know, to do that much. Alright, so we're at 7 minutes and 50 seconds. And we're about to hit that 30 level mark. I'll mark what time that is, just as it happens. Alright, so that was at 8 minutes and like 3 seconds. 30 levels. Just coming up on 9 minutes now. What I'm excited to see is what's coming out in gunpowder. What I was expecting was like maybe 6 stacks of gunpowder. I was not expecting to see like 10 on a 6-minute run. So I guess we'll see how much we get. That may have just been luck. Or maybe I left gunpowder in the chest. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I cleaned. I'll have to check the recording, but I'm pretty sure I cleaned it all out. And I got like some unnecessary redstone running down there that can affect the rates too. Let's see. I think we're about almost at 10 minutes now, almost at the 2/3 mark. Technically, we could stop it now and just multiply by 6, but I like giving it time in case like you get a lot of creepers in the first 5 minutes or something, just to kind of let it average out. So really what's best is to leave it on for like 4 hours. So sometimes I'll do that. I'll set up the farm perfect, and on the last test I'll run it for like 4 hours. I'll do a screen recording and then just check it. And then, so we have to work on a final delivery system once we get this sorter figured out. I think I might actually do that on a third and final last stream on this. Alright, let's see, where are we? We're at 11 minutes and 12 seconds. Almost there, this is exciting. And we're at 34 levels. I don't think we're going to hit 40. I think this is going to round out at like 30, 37, 38 hours, 37, 38 levels probably. It seems like it's slowing down a bit. Alright, so we're at 12 minutes, 35 levels. Let me put... I have to keep this in my hand. Now, what are you doing? Alright, so we are at 12 minutes and 30 seconds on this 15-minute test. So far we're at 35 levels. I'm expecting to get like 20 or so stacks of gunpowder if it's anything like the first test. So we'll just see what happens here now. And we're at 13 minutes. And we're almost there. 13 minutes. I was thinking we're only going to hit like 37 levels, but shoot, we may actually hit 40. Let's see what we do. I can't wait to see how much we got. Oh my god. It's driving me crazy. Because I'm telling you, the first time I did this test years ago when I first built this farm, I never tested at the halfway mark. I just tested at the end. Like after like a lot of optimization. So this time I have my test on the halfway mark. And we got 4.5 stacks of gunpowder in 15 minutes. I'll let you extrapolate for the hour, but I think that's 13 or 14 stacks. So I'm hoping to get like at least 20 on the two sides active. And we're at 14 minutes. Almost there to find out what it's going to be. Hey Spicy, how's it going? Good morning. How's everything? Yeah, I was checking out your channel, Spicy, last night. You got a lot of videos, man. I've been like I was doing like a lot of shorts initially, and now I've been trying to do more videos. And it's really time consuming, so I get it. So let's see. Oh, we're at the 14.5 mark. Let me not forget, we're doing a 15-minute test here on this completed. Well, it's almost completed. I mean, we can do some optimization, but this is like the bare bones minimum completed test. And we're rounding the 15-minute mark so we can find out what we get. And let's just see if we can hit at least, like, I don't know, like 20 stacks of gunpowder would be amazing. Up. All right. Time is up. We went over. I was talking too much. I don't want to kill myself yet. Hold on. We'll kill ourselves later. Let's see what we got. We gotta let it like kind of finish filling too. I should stay up there while it fills because the XP will like jump all over me and I don't want to mess it up. All right, let's just go. Let's see what we got. So let's look at the regular loot. We got 1, 2, 2.5 chests. So that's about the same as we got on the one side. So I'm calling this shit bunk pretty soon, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 6. And building just the one side, I was getting this. So I don't know. I don't think you should build this farm. I'm calling it bunk. I am, because I ran the half side of the farm, and it gave me 2.5 chests, which is what I have here. And then I got like 2 stacks less. So I don't think this farm's worth building. And we found out on live stream, you guys. I poured hours into this, and I think I'm gonna scratch it. Yep, this farm is scratched. It's not viable. I think 1/2 would be viable. I think you could just do the 1/2 and it's fine, because I didn't really see much of a difference between the one farm over the two. I don't know. I think I'm going to test it longer. We'll do some more tests like off stream, and we'll see what we get, because this is still pretty impressive. you know, if you extrapolate this for the hour, it's times 4, right? So this is right there is 16, and another, it's 20 stacks per hour. That's actually really good. It's really good. All right, screw it. We're gonna do it. Let's build the sorting system. I'm gonna do it. I think it's good enough. At 20 stacks, which is what I originally said. I wanted to see double that, but I guess it's just not gonna happen. So we'll just do the sorting system now. So all of this is gonna go bye-bye. This is all just temporary. The only thing I think I'm gonna keep is we could probably keep this, but we're gonna have to fix the water stream for sure. That's not gonna work like that. Let's just kill this. Go away. Right, all of you can go. I should have kept those items. I need to know what I'm sorting. I'm not even sure what I'm sorting. I generally like to sort everything, but I don't remember what all that everything is right now. And it's all on the floor down there. So there's that. Alright, let's go pick it up. Go away, sheep. Alright, Alright, so this side's done. I'm just gonna get some sponge. I just want to clean all this up. That's gone. So we're gonna have to do something like this. I don't know, it's not gonna be quite like that, but we're definitely gonna have to do some kind of loop around because these are not leveled. And more than that, I'm trying to divert 2 sides to 1 side for sorting. Unless we separated the sorting and we sorted everything on both sides, but that's silly. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to do that. So let's work on the water stream, and then I want to say, I kind of want to go to my old world to see how many things. You know what? Fuck it, we're going to do that. I'm going to go to another world really quick, and let's see exactly how many spawn locations. Yeah, I can give a world down when I'm done. There's actually, it's cool because there's actually a few different farms here, so give me a little bit, and what I'll do is I'll label them, and maybe put some explanation for you just to make it a little bit easier. Shit, does he have this thing up still? Right, so I'm just going now to just count how many sorting cells I need for this farm, because I can't remember. So I'm going to another place where I have this farm built already in another world, and we'll just check to see what it is. And we'll circle back. Hopefully I'm not too far away from my home base in this world, because that would be a bummer. But, you know, we'll see. In fact, I may actually be at this farm in that world. No, see, I'm somewhere else completely. What was I doing? I think we were unearthing an ancient city or something. What the hell is this? I think that's what it is. Ooh, that's getting laggy, you guys. Hey, sorry if that's getting laggy. That's kind of bothering me a little bit. That must be murder for you. Alright, let's get out of here. It gets really laggy when you tear up so many blocks all the way down to bedrock like this. It's like the game has to account for all that space, and it's a lot of air, and it doesn't know what to do, I think. How many items does it give? Are you talking about the farm? So, in the 15 minutes that we ran the farm, we got 2.5 chests full of just random items. A lot of it is non-stackable. A lot of it is all the stuff that I'm going to show you in this other farm that we're going to pick up. But we got, like, I want to say like 6.5 stacks of gunpowder in 15 minutes. So if you extrapolate, it's about 20 stacks per hour. I use gunpowder as my main metric because I do a lot of demolition, as you can see from the ancient city that was just there. So, but there's a lot. It gives you a lot of stuff. I have, when we get back, I'll show you. I'll show you everything that it gives you. No worries. Alright, so let's just get back to this farm. It's a little far, but we're almost there. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, that would have sucked if I died. Can you imagine that? Alright, let's just go really quick. This is actually my base. So what I'm showing you right now, this is FIFO's realm. This is my brother's realm. And it was just us here playing for the longest time. And what I'm doing is I'm taking you to my base. This was the first base that I built, and there was many different variations of his base. But as you will see, for me, it's not about aesthetics so much. It's about functionality, and this is a very farm-intensive space, so it's a lot of glass. So let me show you the sorting cells that I have. So a lot of these are not related, but I know the ones that are. So we'll just kind of count those out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None of these. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 because of the water stream. 14, is it just 14, you guys? I think that's all the items. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So and also this is, let me just show you this guy's really quick. This is like my first mob farm. This one here. And it's like closed in. I tried to open it and put leaves, but I don't know what's up with this world, but like the shade doesn't capture. Like you see how there's shade here? When I covered this with leaves, there was still like light pockets here, so I couldn't get the farm to really work well. So I kind of just covered it up, and it's been pretty good. And we got like a gold farm there. Oh, I should show you guys Goldie. This is Goldie. This is a 20 portal gold farm. It's stupid. Alright, I don't want to get off track. Let's get back in world and let's finish what we're doing. Getting the sorting system. I said 14, right? Oh, that sucks. Do I have a trident with me? Alright, let's just... Right here's good. Alright, let's get back in world. Where was I? So we need 14 sorting cells. I'm not going to worry what they are yet. We're just going to line them up. And that needs... 14 is a lot of space though, isn't it? So I think maybe we can do the sorting maybe perpendicular to all of this somehow. First of all, let's see what 14 blocks even looks like. Is like that. Alright, technically we can do it in here if we do a loop around, and it can be, yeah, so we want to have like a block space between the last sorting cell and this up to bring me XP, so this is good like this. I think what I can do is I can loop around to this point right here, and I'll show you what I mean now. I wonder if we shouldn't do a dropper so we can kind of make sure that it's not too many items. Because I can have every item like no, because of the XP flow. That's why we didn't do it that way. No, we can't do it that way because it'll stop the XP. That's okay, we'll just do it this way. We got it now. So we got 14. Now we also have to leave, we have to put an ice block every 4 spots, because otherwise you lose like items, like not items, but like XP gets stuck in the hoppers. It's something that I just kind of learned over time. I think you can even do 5, but I always do 4. So we'll do 4, and we have 14, so we can start like right here. Which way do I want it to face? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's face it that way. So we'll do 4 here. So hopefully this all fits. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll skip a block. We'll do another 4. 1, 2. This is gonna annoy me. 3, 4, skip a block, skip these, like that. So we're at 12 so far. Jesus, that's taking up a lot of space. We may have to go a step closer. I almost don't have the room to do it, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no room to do that. And here we don't have enough room to go that way. Okay, so we got to figure this out. I do want to sort all the items. I don't like destroying any of the items except for like the garbage. But even the even like the bows and the shovels and stuff, they can have enchantments that you can disenchant to get XP. So I don't even like destroying them. I like having the option, I guess is what I should say. All right, let's bring this closer. Let's get rid of this. This is not needed anymore. I don't think we ever needed this, to be honest. And then we'll start sorting from like right here. This is where we're gonna do it, right here. One, 2, 3, and 4. We'll skip a block. I hate that this is off center now, but it's not that much work, I guess. So just come over here. Alright, so now I think we're in business. Let's see how many we have now. I think this is 12 still. 16? So this is 4, 16. We need 14. So look at that, we're done. And I'm actually going to take it from this side instead. We'll leave these two just like this. Alright, so now we need some more temporary blocks or chests. And then we'll just put chests. So we'll just line some chests up against here like this. And then we'll do another row behind them, of course. Underneath them, actually. So same thing here. And then one right here. I think that, no, this farm doesn't give you lily pads. I'm thinking of the fish farm. Yeah, it's 4. And over here it's just 2. Very cool. So now we're going to go ahead and just place a hopper into the back of each of these. Yeah, this thing will overflow 10 chests in an hour, so we're definitely going to have a deleter system. We have to see how much trash. We do have to have a trash one. And that should be right here. And the trash one, I think I need to have them connected so that we can use one deleter. So I'll have to see how we're going to do that. But for now, I think I'm going to do something like this maybe. Stop. Like that. Because the idea is that I want to have just one deleter at the bottom that I can use to throw away all the garbage items. But I'm going to leave like a switch on it so I can decide which items those are. But we need like a huge deleter. So we need maybe 12 chests, maybe more, maybe 12 to 20 chests. No, you know what? Actually, there's a lot of stuff that's getting sorted out, so I'm just going to do maybe 8 chests. It's 1, 2, and we'll do... It has to go out of blocks, so like this maybe. We're kind of doubling it each time, and then we'll wind them back into one chest at the end. So do the same thing over here. This will come out one block like this, maybe. I don't know. We have to work on this. I always have trouble with the deleter at the end because I want to have a lot of storage, and you can never make it look good without it also looking really messy. So then these can circle back on another single box and another single box. So it goes up and then it goes down. And then these will both divert to a single here at the end, and that can go to a single deleter. And then you can also put like multiple deleters. In fact, I'll put 2 deleters on this just so we can get rid of more blocks quicker. Yeah, I don't know if this is how it's going to be at the end, but we do need a lot of chests. We'll have to see how this performs. That's pretty good. All right, so let's do a dispenser, no, a dropper. So put the dropper, let's put it right here, put a block next to it so we can lock it. And we need a lever. And I threw away my glass. That was not smart. Put a block here. And a switch. And this will keep this from running. And then I should probably face this. How did that break? That was weird. Face this way. And then I'm just going to use some soul sand. I prefer using this over lava or netherrack because it won't burn like wood that's next to it. At least it hasn't for me. But I've had lava burn like wooden fences and stuff that are too close, like a couple blocks away. So I prefer using this, and I'm not even going to close it. I'm just going to leave it open like that. And let's put a lever here. And then let's finish off. Actually, that can't go here. This needs to actually be... Well, I wonder if we can use these blocks to do it. No, because we need a repeater there. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself now. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm building the deleter here. I haven't decided yet on the final design. Maybe like this. This would work, and then I could just put a redstone torch here. Let's see if I like that. So I got redstone here, torch, and then we need a repeater. I don't need a comparator anymore, so I'll throw that away. So we got our repeater this way, torch on this side, and then we need redstone dust right here. So that's firing off, and now I just need to just have it touch this. I think I could just do this. Yeah, that works. It's not pretty. Like this is like the first like design I'm doing right here on the fly, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't care. We'll fix it later. All right, this is all good. So let's get these sorters in, and I'm just going to do a row of blocks like this, and then I'm going to step down with a temporary block, and we'll do another row here. Right, and then here we get redstone torches like this all the way across on all of these, except for the spots where the ice blocks are. I put extras here. We'll remove them now. All right, let's see. Got these two on. I keep on breaking blocks. What's wrong with you, man? All right, so let's get rid of this one, these two. And we're just going to have this as like a floating storage system. And we'll have a way to get down here from like the side. But for like right now, this is good. And then we'll do the water flow afterwards. This is actually... oh, sorry about that. This is actually pretty good. Alright, so... let's just kind of take this glass for a second. It's a little in the way. And that comparator I didn't need. I totally still needed it. Here it is. And we're going to place a comparator at each of these spots like this. Alright, so that's good. So now we need another solid block here. A repeater at this spot. Make sure you don't accidentally tick them like that. It'll mess it up. And then now solid blocks at all of these spots. I wish I had done a slab there. It would have been nicer. Alright, so let's get our redstone dust here now, and then this will finish this off, and then all we have to do is fill the filters. That's the hard part because I don't remember what everything is. We'll try our best to guess. And try not to activate those, that'll break it for sure. Alright, there we go. Trying to work in the darkness here. Alright, so let's try our best to remember what it is that we need to set these filters. I think I want to have the gunpowder over here by the deleter as like my most important thing. So, and what are we gonna use as? All right, let's go to the let's name some items so we can set up the filter here properly. And let's go with diamonds because diamonds are awesome. And I don't know how many I need, but we'll just do a couple stacks for now. Actually, let's do this smart. Let's put it in the sugar box so we can clone it, and we don't have to keep renaming it. I like it. So what are we gonna call these guys? Oh, insta-kill stack raid farm? What is that? I know what a raid farm is. I just don't know what the insta-kill part is. And what's an insta-kill? Like, oh, like you mean like fast, like time to kill, where you kill them fast? Yeah, I was working on one the other day. Actually, I gotta remember which world it was, but I made a raid farm the other day, like just from scratch. Yeah, I can do that on a live stream. I'm down. We can do it tomorrow. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our filter blocks. And then we're just going to put one in each of these spots. And then we'll just let this be redstone. I'm just going to try to remember, like, arbitrarily what everything was. Like, off the top of my head, I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here it's going to be rotten flesh, I hope. Same thing here. And we'll put arrows in this one. This one will get sticks. I don't have enough sticks. Uh-oh. So we got sticks. And did I do... I'm starting to forget what everything is. So we need string, sugar. Alright, so we got sticks. We need string. A lot of people throw this stuff away. I get it. I mean, it is kind of garbage. But I like grabbing it because if I ever need string, I've got string. And then you like string specifically, you can make wool blocks, and wool blocks are, in my opinion, a really good building block. So, all right, so we're supposed to have 14, and I'm halfway through, and I'm out of blocks. So what am I missing in terms of items, you guys? What else? Okay, potatoes, carrots, for sure. So potatoes, carrots. I hope I didn't make too many sorters. Ooh, I did this one backwards. So let's do the potatoes now. And carrots. So what else am I missing? Shit. Alright, we're going to have to run the farm a little bit so I can see what I'm missing. What I'll do is I'll just replace... You know what? I'm just going to run it and just block it. Like right here, and then we'll just come manually and see what comes out. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's put it on hard and just see what else comes out, because I know I'm missing items. I just can't remember what. I think glass bottles is another one. Glass bottles, the witches give you that. You got to think about what the witches give you. Bones, right? From the skeletons? Now, what else do zombies give you? Potatoes, carrots, weapons. You got spiders, right? So we got the spider pieces. We already got the string, but we forgot the eyes. Also kind of useless. I mean, good for making potions, I guess. You need it as a potion ingredient to make fermented spider eye, I guess. That's the only thing you need it for. But I have it there. What I end up doing is I usually keep it close to the deleter so that I can... Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep it close to the deleter. Because the idea is that when you no longer want this, you divert it to the deleter so you don't have to worry about it. So then this would end up going that way. You just, when you don't need any more, you just put a hopper this way and you empty this one out too. So now we got to replace this one. Is this working, by the way? Yeah, it is. All right, we're doing good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got our gunpowder there now. All right, so what else do we have in here? Let's see what we missed. See, I've already gotten all these items. I'm starting to think that I may have placed too many sorters here. Let's check the other side. Let's check the floor. Oh, you know what else we need? We need ink. We need glow squid and black ink too. I think you need both because there's regular squid and glow squid that can show up here. There's only reason why there's glow squid here is because of how low we are. Normally it would be black ink, but I'm just going to put glow squid. Normally it would be the black ink sack, but because we're in a super flat and my Y is in the negatives, it's giving me the wrong mob, but it's close enough. And I didn't actually grab my ink. Alright, so we're missing just one more. So one more item missing from this sorter. What is it, you guys? I may have placed an extra item in here, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's another one. Let's just stand here for a second. Oh, you know what? Iron. For sure, zombies can drop the iron. Not a lot, but enough. I think that's all you get. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically do the same thing. This time we're just going to run it for like 5 minutes. Like, we don't need to run it for the full 15. We've already done that like twice or 3 times already. Oh, this is already burning. Look at that. I forgot to turn this off. So you do want to grab a lever and kill this, because if you're looking for the stuff that ends up in the junk chest and you like AFK overnight, which I've done a bunch of times, you'll lose all that shit. Alright, so let's find a way down here. And I think the way I prefer to do this the most is with a water stream. So I'm going to do it how I would do it in my real world. If you're just joining the stream, we just finished building this split density mob farm. I'm just putting on the sorting system here. Everything is running really well, and I just needed like an elevator. I need a way to get like up and down from here. So I was just going to build a quick little elevator, and then we're going to test it again. I want to make sure that everything is that everything's getting through the sort, nothing's getting stuck in the sorters. So, this actually has to come lower, doesn't it? This should be at this level here, where you're standing, like right here. I like this. So this is kind of like, you don't see most of this, right? This would be covered. You'd have some ground here. If it were me, I would probably do it out of glass. I'm just going to do it like this for your benefit. And then it would probably have a step up into the storage room where you can get into all this stuff, is how I would do it. Right, let's finish building this elevator really quick. And I think I want the door to just like come right here. So I need some buttons or something. I need something. I always need something. Let's go with buttons here, and then we'll just kind of close this off here. I know I'm leaving this mostly unbuilt here, but I've got a vision for what this would look like at the end, and I just got to kind of go through the process to get there. And that's where we are right now. So let's just get a water bucket, get this elevator going, and then I'll switch it to survival, and I'll see what the experience is like. Clearly I didn't put a wall on half of this thing, so there's water splashing everywhere, I'm just realizing. That's funny. Alright, so this is good. Let's put glass on this side too. And then I think for the drop, I'll just do like a water bucket on a slab, and you can just fall down to it. That's cool. And then The drop, like I said, will probably just be on this side. And what we can do is we can just waterlog a slab here. And then I can be really careful when I fall in not to die. And then I'm going to have to put a block underneath it. Nope, that's good. And then this, all this needs to be is just, as long as there's only a 2-block clearance, I shouldn't die on this. Something like this would work. Oh, good, and I solved the issue of me dying when I wake up from my nap. Like I was waking up before, and I would immediately fall off the bed to my death, which is kind of funny. But I think I've solved that issue. So now let's switch to creative and survival. Let's see what that feels like. All right, so now we're in survival. So, oh, let me go check out my stuff. Where is it? Oh, I left this glass. Okay, so I wasn't done. I come this way. I got my deleter. Come over here. These are my chests. Very cool. See if I could just like do this really quick. Nope. Oh, I didn't die. Well, now I'm dead. Thank you, zombie. All right, let's try it again. It's still dropping me down. That's so annoying. I gotta move that bed. I'm moving that bed. That's what I'm doing. Let's move this bed. And we can put you right here, bed. Right there. Alright, I don't know why I went to sleep. That was stupid. Alright, let's get to... let's put it in peaceful. And I gotta clean up all that XP now. I'm just gonna do like a 5-minute test. You guys. I just want to make sure that the sorters work. Alright, let's... and this is not even ready. So, let me finish building this, and then we'll see if the sorters work. Very cool. Alright, so this is going to come this way. See, that's very slow. You see how slow that is? That's going to break it. You see how this item's stuck in the hopper? You got to make sure the water flow like comes here, and that's why we do it every 4, because if you wait any longer, they get stuck there. Like that just lives there now. It's never going to make it to the end. So the way I'm going to combat that is with a button and a water bucket. All right, let's see. So let's put the button like right here. Should be good. Actually, I want to do it before. Let's do it before. Let's do it right here. Because I need 3. And this one needs to be a button. And then this should be good. And then we'll just put buttons just basically on the ice the rest of the way. Oh, this is broken. It's just the deleter. This should be fine. Let's just make sure. One here. And that should be solid because it's going to be able to slide over. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this off. This doesn't need to be there. So let's go ahead and cap this off, and then we'll run it for like 5 minutes. I'm not going to go crazy with this thing. We know it works. I just want to make sure that we can get into all these chests. Everything is sorting. What I don't want to see is any sortable items landing in the deleter. That's all this test is for. Because if it is, that means we need to change the water flow so that the item delivery is slower. So that it has time to pick everything up. We still have to loop this one around. Alright, so let's see how we're going to do that. Because it has to come in through the same spot. It has to be at this spot, basically. And this is the failure point. This is where I'm worried about it breaking it. Where we might have to put a dropper system to catch everything, but we're going to try it without that first. So this needs to be at minimum right here because we can't block that redstone. So this is the pipe. And oh boy, is this slow. Look how far this has to travel. I hate that. Alright, so this is good here. I think I'm going to switch this with this spot right here. And then we're just going to cross this over. Oh, this has to go up, doesn't it? Not a big deal. It just means we have to go first and then over. So this becomes soul sand. Like this. And then here I'm thinking just one block up like that. And then this can actually be ice already. In fact, we can actually cross over at this point like this. So to do this effectively, we need a button at this spot. And everything else is actually good. So now we just got to glass these up so it doesn't spill out. Whip this around. Might as well bring this all the way over now. I know this is good. And we'll do the same thing here. And then this part, I think I'm going to make it go as fast as possible, and then we're going to slow it down when we get closer. And you can actually do that. All right, so we need a water bucket here, that'll flow that way at this angle. I don't love it. Let's bring this out 2 more blocks. We'll do it like this, and I'll explain to you why in a second. And then let's go ahead and glass this way. Hold on a second. There we go. So we'll kill these. This comes this way now. And get rid of all those. This is this way. Alright, so the reason why we're doing it this way is because we need to have, and this is not even enough, it needs to be a 3 block. It needs to be a 3 block to ensure delivery of the items so that no items or XP get stuck. So like this will ensure that happens. I do need to move this over a block though, that's okay. Like that. That's actually, the button's in the right place already. And then we'll just finish glassing this up, and then this should be good to go. And the rest of the way is going to be easy. I'm just going to hop every three blocks just to keep it moving. And this is 1, 2, it's only 3. I'm just going to let it happen because I'm not going to rebuild this whole lane. So now I'm going to do is basically every 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3. So because I want to make this fast until we get closer to slow it down. So then I think this is where it's going to be slow, because this will just be wide open. Oh, this is in the wrong spot. It has to be one further out. Oops. Wait, is that right? Yeah, no, this is right. Like that. So we'll just drop a bucket in each of these spots. Oop. Not on the bucket. Not on the button, though. That'll break it. You want it just, yeah, right there. Like that. So let's go ahead and cap all this off. And this should be good to go. So we'll do our 5-minute test now, and then I'll be done. I think we'll be done. The only thing that's left is to just kind of fix this sorting system a little bit. Missing a chest here. Let's just fix that. That's bothering me a little bit. Alright, so we got our chest. Everything's here. So what you would do is you'd come here with item frames, and you'd use that to like label all your items. But for our purposes, this is good. I just want to make sure that the items are landing in the chest. Alright, time to die. Actually, we don't have to die. We're only worried about items. I'm not worried about XP this run. So I just got to grab my sword so I can make sure I'm getting the items. And then we'll do a... Oop, I got to get my phone charged. It's about to die. Hold up. This doesn't even need to be timed. I just need to make sure that all the items are in this order. So I'm just gonna turn it on hard, and then we'll watch it. We don't even need to chill there. You can stay in creative. Let's just see what happens. I do want it to be like optimized. So let me stand here for a second just to make sure that we get enough mobs, and then we'll check the sorters. Check both sides, make sure there's no kinks in the line, nothing's getting stuck. So all the mobs are falling and they're dying. Per usual. I'm seeing the XP and the stuff travel this way. Nothing here appears to be getting clogged, so that's good. This is where the issue is going to be. What happens here? Sure enough, those are all going through except for the bow, and that got caught at the end. What we might have to do is put maybe like another hopper here to make sure that we grab all the stuff at the end. But that remains to be seen. We'll see. On this side, everything's good here. See these glow squid or regular squid, depending on your Y, will get caught at this. Will get caught here and then eventually die. Or not. Usually they get caught on these air blocks and they die, but they're stuck in water now, so they might just stay there indefinitely. Alright, let's see how the sorters are doing so far. Let's just take a look. Why are there different kinds of items in there? Did I switch this around or something? Let's check to see what I did here. No, this is, I must have switched items at some point. Yeah, so this is definitely, it's definitely working. All of these are getting, this is the original drops that I put in. These items just haven't come through yet. Yeah, so 22 is like the base. So these items just haven't come through yet. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for more items to get through. Oh, I'm looking at, see, look, this is what I was talking about. See how there's non-stackable items getting through? We may have to put a 4x hopper speed deleter at the end just to handle that. It's super easy to build and it would look a lot prettier than this, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's swap this out for the deleter. Let's try to, you know what, let's just try to do it with another hopper first. I really don't want to build that out right now. Hopper. Alright, let's try it. Last minute issues with the farm, you guys. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come this way, like that. And then this is gonna break it for a second, but I'll come with my button and we'll make it right as rain in no time. There it is. So now this should be a little better, I'm hoping. Oh, the XP is gonna get stuck there. Let's see what happens with the XP there. It might have enough momentum to keep going and not get stuck there. We have to see. Let me just stay here for a second. Also, I just realized that I've almost been streaming for 4 hours. Let's see, let's get rid of these items so we can make sure. Is XP getting stuck there? There's a potential for items or XP to get stuck there. I'm not seeing the XP get stuck there. As long as I'm standing up here, the XP is going to be drawn towards me. And it shouldn't get stuck. It should be enough to keep going. As long as, like, when I'm down here, yeah, when I'm down here all day long, XP is going to get stuck there. So like, if I stand here for a second, you'll see XP will be in that hopper. So like now if I go out and away, come up. No, it's making it. So I'm going to leave it like this. This is cool. This is working. It's ugly though. No, we're gonna replace it with the quad. I'm sorry. I can't do it wrong. It has to be right. So I'm going to put a 4x hopper speed deleter in this spot. And that's going to solve our problems. It's pretty easy to build. And it'll be neater, it'll take up less space. We can use, no, we have to use chests, unfortunately. I can't use barrels for this. That's, alright, so the first thing we need to do is get some temporary blocks to fill in the rest of this space like this. And then we're going to put hoppers like that. Actually, it's further down. Hoppers go here. We can delete all these spots. I'm just realizing I actually have to have that ice gone for me to do it. I can't get in there and actually fit with this ice here. So that has to go for a second. That's cool. So now we need a rail and some fences. just grab all the shit we need really quick. Rail, fence, yeah, minecart with hopper, need glass, piston, and a redstone block just for convenience, but you could use a lever too, doesn't matter. What am I keeping? Alright, let's go. So put a rail in this spot. Which way is it aligned? It needs to get pushed this way. So it needs to be on this side, like this. Okay, I'll explain in a second what I mean. So I placed the minecart with hopper here, and then when I break the rail and push this over into the corner, it needs to be like partially on top of this blue ice block. And then really, we need the items to push over to the left. You see how it's kind of over to the left, so this might not actually work. Let's try it on the other side. It looks like it's too far. Let's try it right here instead. I don't like how that's connecting. That's just going to have to bother me. It is what it is. Let's break that. We'll push this into the corner, and then we want this to be facing the other way. This is facing the wrong... This is how I want it, like this. Now let's take a look. See, that's better. See, that looks like it's about halfway over the block. And I wonder if we face the direction I want it to go, if that would be better. Let's try to do it this way. See, it wants to turn that way. I can never do it on purpose. Screw it. That should be good. Alright, so we're just going to replace the glass, and then this is just a deleter otherwise. Not glass, ice. And then this can actually just stay like that. That's plenty. Alright, so now we gotta make this deleter work, so let's put some chests on it. I'm gonna try to do this silly. Let's see if we can make this look silly. Because you need a lot of extra chests. We just don't have the space for it. So this one can be a chest. Oops. Like that. So it's kind of like a spiral type of deal, and then we'll have it all converge on two chests right here. Does that work? I guess I broke this. I don't remember breaking this. Was this made out of wood? Is that what I did? I must have made this out of wood. Yeah, don't make this out of wood next to the fire. Let's see. So that one goes that way, and then there should be a block here and a block right there. Break this block, and then this gets a redstone torch, and this should run now. Yep, that's doing its thing. Replace this redstone torch here, and then this should, if we put some stuff here, this should just all burn up. And that's what's happening, and then we don't want to touch this, so I'll block this off so we don't accidentally hit it like that. That's cool. Alright, now how do we get in there? I think I'm hating this deleter. I don't like it. I don't like that there's 4 chests to look at. Let's see if we can bring it down to just 1 here at the bottom. No, it has to be here. Whatever. So you can come here and you can look at the contents of these only 4 chests. And then all these hoppers. Ah, this is ugly. Alright, I'm gonna do some work on this. But this has been running long enough for us to check the sorters, make sure these are all still good. Let's just make sure that we can delete everything now. Let's just run it. Now with the quad, it should be good. It's weird how like items go up really fast, but then XP goes up slow. Alright, so let's give it a shot now. Just let it run here for a few minutes and make sure that no items are getting stuck here. In fact, let's just lower that a little bit just to make sure. So everything will just stop right there. Can be one block higher, because I want the XP. Let's just leave it right there. Alright, so we'll leave this for a few minutes. Oh, I think that's enough. So I gotta find out from Spicy. Who was asking me? It was Ravi was asking me. Oh no, it was Spicy. So Spicy, you've already stopped watching. I gotta check with you to see when you're available. You asked me to do a live stream for the raid farm, and dude, like I want to do that for you, but I also want to make sure that you're available when I do it. All right, so let's see if anything. Did any items get left here? No, it looks like everything's getting sorted out. Look at that, you guys. The deleter's working well. Let's go ahead and put a lever on this and just make sure that it's accessible the way I want it to be. Again, it's ugly. I don't love this. I'm sure we're going to change this. Just for testing purposes, this works. So all these sorters are working. How do we do on gunpowder in that short time? Where is my gunpowder? It's right here. Yeah, doing pretty well. Just make sure. So this should be filling up with items. This is cool. Let's see. Yeah, no items are landing here. Everything seems to be landing there. Let's just stand here in the spawn spot for a second. We're about to round 4 hours on this live stream, you guys. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm about ready to call it quit. I'm supposed to be editing. This for a full-blown tutorial, but here we are on live stream almost 4 hours later. I'll be off work at 3.5. If you're still live, I'll be in chat. Super busy today, so when did he tell me that? That's cool. I'll live stream something else. I think, yeah. You know what, Spicy? I'm gonna go ahead and do the raid farm for Spicy. So that could be fun. We'll go into a fresh world and we'll build a quick little raid farm, and I think that'll be fun. I don't know what time that's gonna be though. When did I have to see what time this message came in? But I think that was like an hour or two ago, maybe 2 hours ago. So if you told me 3.5 hours at 9, so I'm thinking at 12:30. So I'm gonna take an hour break and I'm gonna get back on live stream to build this raid farm for Spicy. Oh wait, but there's a viewer right now. How is there a viewer? How are you viewing? Welcome to the stream. I was just getting ready to jump off stream, but if you're here, I can show you what we were working on today. No issues. I got, this is a split density mob farm, and you dropped off. Alright, so am I. Bye! Watch time, 12 minutes. Average duration, 1 minute.